On
the
air.
answer.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ordinary Extraordinary, episode 14, The Devil You Know. So, basically, last week you all met the Unseelie Court, or at least got a good look at where they live and why they're so pissy.
Some
so,
people did.
yeah, well, you were there, you were just not conscious.
Sleepy.
So basically, you all get back up to the surface world. You manage to shuffle both Phoenix and Lunchbox off to the asylum for long-term care, since they don't seem to be coming out of it anytime soon. And mainly because I dislike working with people's characters if I don't have to.
I'll keep that
Which
in
is
mind.
why you were in a coma, Martha.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So, as I said, you guys are settled back. What was his name? Douglas? Doug? Donald? Donald.
Donald.
Donald
Donald
is settling back into school and back into life at home with his mom. Apparently, at least once a day, he makes a trip across the river and sits underneath the tree that is his girlfriend.
What's his girlfriend, though?
Yes.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure if he remembered that part or not.
Yeah. And bug. So
He's taking nerdy to a new level.
There we go.
So basically, she's taken care of as well. She's not she's not going anywhere anytime soon, for one.
That's one way of putting it.
She's pretty much rooted. So things begin to settle back down. You all go back to work, Jane, and classes.
Classes, yeah.
Classes for everyone else. And things kind of settle down for a little bit. There's a lot of flyers posted around campus for the new campus opening of Foul Territory.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of the students are going there. The professor loves it because it's a lot closer. He can run over there for lunch a lot easier than running downtown.
Yeah. I could see him liking it for that.
Yeah.
Get a karaoke night on campus, and he'd be happy as a pig in spit.
Well, they do have them, but it's frowned upon for instructors to go to underground events. Because that's strictly a student thing.
Mm.
And it leads to too much socialization, and we can't have that.
And you don't want your teacher socialized. That would be bad.
Heaven forbid.
So, as I said, things kind of settle down. The professor finally releases a full report on and what the hell was her name? Morgan. On Morgan's genetic structure, and he completely classifies it and sets everything up. Sets up the species profile in the organization's database for Dryad, because it wasn't there previously. They had theories and whatnot, but no one had ever actually had any solid
Until us.
Yep.
Because we're awesome.
Well, I have the feeling if they'd found them before, they probably would have just killed them.
Well, yeah.
And now it's Arborum Lebensdonus.
For the most part, they tended to stick to themselves and not fraternize that much with other species, mainly because, well, as was discovered with the Unseelie. They kind of think they're kind of tasty. Something about self-smoking meat that they were particularly fond of. So they tended to keep to themselves. They did have a tendency to stick to the summer court if they had any interactions with the Fae at all. In the meantime, as I said, things kind of settled down. Puck actually becomes a regular fixture at the headquarters.
Oh no.
He actually spends quite a bit of time in the if he's not in the break room going through the refrigerator and the cabinets, he's in the large conference room watching HBO and Showtime on the projection screen while leaning back on the speakerphone in the center of the conference table. Hey, drive-in theater, and he doesn't have to go far to get to it.
But he keeps going through the refrigerator. Okay, I know the perfect Christmas present for Janet. Cold iron, fly swatter.
Yeah. I was
him.
just thinking, I'm going to start leaving iron in the fridge.
Yeah, I was just about to
like
say,
the chip
get
cook
her
bags.
like an iron box that she can keep all of her snacks in, so that Puck can't take them.
Yeah, I was going to say, my lunch vaniges once too often. I'm going to start putting, iron supplements in there.
Everything seems to be going fine. Go ahead. Let's see. John, give me a sweats the small stuff roll at 3.
Sweating the new and improved bigger small stuff. 17.
Okay.
Wow.
And let's see.
That's a pretty big small stuff. Yeah.
Krista, give me a nosy neighbor.
That's 1, right?
Yep. Jane, give me a librarian.
What am I at? 4.
I got a 5.
Alright. We're once again playing Darwin dice. Whoever does not roll me good goes into the box. No, Hound Dog, you don't get to help.
Hicks, give me an exchange student roll.
I got a 13.
Okay, and Claire, give me a snarky bitch.
Okay.
I got 9.
Okay.
What do these things have in common?
I got a 9.
You got a 5? Okay. All right. Okay. Jane, you notice quite a few students coming in and more than usual just not doing anything. They'll come in to, it looks like they're going to study, but they wind up just staring off into space or staring at the same page of a book for like 2 hours.
Are they doing it in the same location, or does it seem to be just throughout the library?
Throughout the library, and anywhere there's a study section. You've had a few more than normal come through. Yeah, I'm looking for a book. It's red, and has yellow on it, and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Sadly, happens more often than you'd think.
Yep, but it's happening more than normal. Right.
Than normal.
Yeah.
There's an uptick.
Yep. John, you notice a similar amount of dullness with some of your fellow students.
They're more stupid than usual, huh?
Just a little bit. More zoning.
Not that I'm necessarily a kinetic intellect myself, but
you can force it when
I get
you have
the feeling that they're slowing down.
Oh, all of a sudden the
I'd be
contests are getting
joining right
rounded up
along
by
with them
20.
if I let it.
I'm sorry, what was that last bit, David?
Okay, but that I get the feeling that they're slowing down, and I would too if I let whatever it is catch up with me.
Well, possibly.
Let's hope not.
Emmy.
On the one hand, this could be very bad. On the other hand, this will seriously throw the curve in my favor.
Andreas, what did you roll again?
A 9.
Okay. Yeah, the other three of you, you don't really notice much of anything. You're pretty much just concentrating on your classes. Well, Andreas, you're concentrating more on, or Hicks, you're concentrating more on Krista, and Krista, you're concentrating more on Puck.
Oh, cool.
But the rest of you are
Borderline!
Triangle of Doom.
the rest of you being, of course, Claire, is focusing mainly on your studies.
You mean dance.
And muffins.
Yeah.
Fuck school.
I'm one of those zoning out and watching.
No, you're not. You guys yourselves, you don't feel like you're slowing down all that much.
Oh, okay.
As long as-
anything.
Well,
Just doesn't start
we
burning a
wouldn't,
lot of
would we?
baked goods.
Well, the fact that you notice when no one else seems to be,
Oh, okay, that's a good thing.
well, except for you three.
Except for that whole happening to other people thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
it's, as soon as I notice, I'll alert everybody else.
Okay. So yeah, Jane calls a conference for everyone and provides some pretty good documentation. She's got some cell phone video of people just staring blankly into space. She brings in a couple of books with heavy drool damage.
That's not stalker-like at all. I've been videotaping you staring into nothing. YouTube that shit.
Wait till you see my collection of overweight squirrel pics.
What happens if you go talk to the people when they're staring into nothing?
If you try to go up and talk to them, they seem a little zoned out. But
they do respond, right?
They do respond. It takes them a second to realize you're talking to them. But once they do, they're like, "Whoa, hi. What can I?" You know, they start having what seems like normal conversations.
Okay,
Until they're
good.
left alone for a little while, then they lapse back into the regular old routine.
Of course.
Sounds like my work days.
Sounds like most people's work days.
Don't mind me, sorry.
In fact, when you
No,
guys
I'm
have
not.
the meeting,
I'm
pretty
just
much everyone
moving
is
on.
there except for the professor.
Where's the professor? Jane, where's your lover?
I don't know. He should be off teaching, I would assume. He has a job. Remember jobs? Not that any of you have them, but...
Well, we do. They're called
I do
students.
commission work and I make a killing. I don't want to hear.
I'm a dancer. My job comes when I get with a company.
Yeah.
Ravenhurst
And
does not
I'm
have a
always kind of
company.
supposed to be studying. And sometimes
Besides,
I
for all
actually
you
do.
know, I could be stripping for Puck and earning money on the side. You don't know.
Fairy gold turns
Don't
into
judge me.
dust the next day.
No. It turns into Deutschmarks.
Oh.
Turns into what?
That's still money, though.
That is,
But old man.
well, no, it's what I had a player in one of my games who called those gold foiled covered chocolate coins.
Oh!
He called them
that's mean.
Deutschmarks.
Oh, so
So-
that's what they turn into?
Yes,
Ah.
Oh, okay. I
fairy gold turns into those.
That works.
So for some reason, that's what I picked
Not to
up.
pay for stuff, though.
No, but
Well,
they are edible.
Depends on what student you're talking to.
They used to turn into rocks, so this is definitely an improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take chocolate over rocks.
Yeah, now,
Not over
now I have to
money,
wonder,
but-
though, would different segments of the Fae community give different blends of chocolate?
It's possible.
Ooh. So there'd be milk chocolate fairies and dark chocolate fairies.
Well,
Chocolate with Krispies fairies.
well, the thing is, the Unseelie, they always give white chocolate.
No.
Ooh,
No.
evil
Terrible.
Unseelie.
That's not chocolate. That's
The
poison.
Unseelie are just rude.
Carob
Yes.
is more chocolate than white chocolate.
Well, white chocolate isn't chocolate at all. It's cocoa butter.
Yeah.
It's truffle oil.
Anyway,
That actually sounds like an improvement.
so everybody is Janet and Brad are there for the meeting, but the professor is not.
Okay.
So
He
where is he?
When you guys scheduled it. You scheduled it for a time when everyone could be there.
Mhm.
But
So
if
the professor is tied up in class, probably.
not, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. So let's text him.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, call him and
Okay,
find out.
who's on the computer?
Puck.
What?
Puck, you are not part of this organization.
Oh, he's
Fine.
an adjunct.
He jumps over the little laptop, which actually Brad was using. And, Puck was just sleeping on it because it was warm.
So
Well,
fair
something
like cats in that
warm,
regard.
He pulls up the professor's schedule and he's like, yeah, he's not scheduled to be in class or to have office hours right now.
So I would
He,
call him.
Call him.
He pulls
Call
up.
him? Oh, don't just call him.
He
His
pulls up-
ring has a GPS.
Yeah, he pulls up the location. It looks like he's in the lab. The headquarters lab.
Yeah, let's take a
Well,
look.
let's check over there.
Okay. You guys pretty much cross the hall. You look into the lab and you don't see him anywhere.
Call
we
the
see
phone
his
so we can
phone?
find the phone. Yeah.
No, you don't see his phone either. You call the phone and after about 5-10 minutes, there's a 5 minutes or so of just straight ringing. It doesn't go to voicemail or anything. It picks up, and it sounds like someone fumbles with it, and then the line goes dead.
Damn.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Mm-mm.
So we search the lab for his ring.
You find
Except
it sitting on one of the lab benches, along with a number of samples and lab notebook that's sitting out.
Oh my god,
Okay,
he's
what are
turned
the last
himself into
entries?
something.
What are
Yeah.
the last entries in the lab notes?
Are actually kind of indecipherable.
Like how so?
You know how doctors write prescriptions?
Yeah.
Aw, man.
This is worse.
Great.
I don't know. Can I use my neurotic artist to try and decipher them?
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Something?
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Or we could go out and find a pharmacist.
19.
Okay. You think you can make out a word here or there. A lot of it does not make any scientific sense at all, even with some of the stuff that you deal with. I mean, in this section, it looks like he's talking about fringe, and down here it looks like he's talking about bones. It looks like fan fiction.
Fringe?
I was gonna say that sounds like a TV schedule.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, but I just called the phone. Someone picked it up and closed it, answered it and closed it, but the phone was sitting here on the lab bench?
No.
The
No,
phone
the
wasn't.
ring.
No,
His
not
ring
the phone,
was.
just his ring.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I heard ringer. So I
No.
was thinking he meant phone.
Well, he's somewhere where there's signal, at least.
Yeah. Wh-
But the
How did
GPS says
you-
that he's here. Or does
How
the
did-
GPS say his ring is here?
No, the GPS said his ring is here.
Okay,
His
so where
phone,
does the
we haven't
GPS on the
traced yet.
phone? Okay,
Um,
let's go do that next then.
You want to check the GPS on the phone?
Yes,
Let's-
please.
Brad pulls it up, and it says he's at home.
What? Oh, I guess we get to break into the professor's house again.
Professor
Yeah,
Ring
you should
said,
have
"What do you
I
need?
might
Take
have
two."
a key, actually.
Yes, we
Yeah.
should have a
Ooh,
key.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
Yeah.
Jane does have a key.
Ooh.
see, this is why you cultivate your NPCs.
You-
Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Cultivation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, let us take a
Cultivating
field trip.
something.
Okay. You guys all head over to.
Let's all head to the doctor.
None of that again. So yeah, you guys all head over to the professor's house. Jane Opens the door, no problem. You guys go in. Place looks like a frat boy's house.
And this is what normally
And
looks
I-
like? Or
No. Normally
Okay.
it's quite tidy, but now
So
stuff's
someone's
just
trashed
kind of,
it.
No.
Actually, it just looks unkempt.
Yeah. Looks like it hasn't been tidied up for a while.
Trust me, I live around frat
maybe
boys. Currently,
Well, no, I
they're
was-
worse.
Trying to figure out whether or not someone came in and trashed the house looking for someone, or if he's just stopped cleaning. Sounds like
He
he's just
stopped
stopped
cleaning.
cleaning.
Yeah.
I know the difference.
Have I
Why?
noticed any change in behavior in him recently?
Not really. You actually haven't heard from him too much the last few days, but you figured he was working. When you guys don't meet up down at headquarters, you'll maybe meet up every Thursday for karaoke night.
Because he loves his karaoke.
Yeah.
He loves him some karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
But you
yeah.
haven't
Him and I
actually
need to have a karaoke war one day.
you actually haven't seen him since last week.
Okay, so yeah, start checking around the house. See if he's
Um,
here.
You guys eventually find him in the bedroom.
Please tell me he's not naked.
He's not naked. He's fully clothed, but he's under all the blankets with the blankets pulled up over his head. Looks like he's hibernating. The cell phone is on the floor next to the nightstand.
Pick it up, put it on the nightstand. Tidy what little I can tidy. So,
What about
attempt
his
to wake
body?
him up.
Yeah, what about his body temperature? Is he sick? Or...
No, I think
Well-
he's just lazy.
You guys walk in, turn on the lights, pull back the covers, and he kind of sits up groggily, groaning. He's like, "What? What?"
Oh, no. Awesome.
I don't know if you've noticed, Professor, but there has been something going around the campus. People are getting slow and stupid.
That's
What?
unusual, because,
Let's go with the
No,
first
this is-
question.
this is-
When's
this
the
is-
last time you had class?
When was the last time you had a shower?
When's the last time you had food?
Um,
No, I'm not going to go there.
I would assume I know his teaching schedule, and if he didn't show up for work, someone probably would have mentioned it.
Yeah, no, he's actually been showing up to classes.
Okay.
He just, for whatever reason, didn't come down to the meeting.
He caught the cognitive temporal disorder rather badly here.
Professor,
And we just
what's
lost
going
Jane.
on?
So she'll be back.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Let me send her another invite just to be on the safe side.
Sorry for all the moving. My brother-in-law was still over here. He's trying to get over his hangover from last night.
He drank a lot.
Mhm.
Okay, so he basically says that no, I've been going to class and I've been eating. Leave me alone. I'm tired.
If I had to wake up in the morning to go to this meeting, so do you.
He basically he yanks the covers out of your hands and pulls them back over his head. And
Don't make me use the rat tail.
No one is using the rat tail. The rat tail is not. It's a bit of dead animal.
It's
I'm
a
gonna
whip
burn
now.
It if I find it.
It's a whip now. It'll hurt.
yeah, she fixed it.
It's a chunk of dead animal. You're not. Ugh.
Actually, it's a bunch of bone on an elastic cord
It's a whip, basically.
with a leather handle.
That is the most disgusting thing. Alrighty, that brings a new
You've
level to
never been to
looting
Bushy Hall
corpses.
before, have you? Yeah.
Jeez.
In fact, looking around, you guys see a lot of takeout boxes and bags.
The
all
hell,
over-
Professor?
Is this all from the chicken place?
A good chunk of it is, yes.
Because it's
No
convenient.
way.
When did this people slowing down start happening? Before or after the chicken place opened?
Well, it just opened about a week and a half ago.
Do I remember seeing anybody being this sort of dumb prior to that?
Nope.
Great. Well, he's going on a 0 chicken diet.
Opening a new file, the case of the dumb.
Okay, we need to get him out of this daze, and then we need to get some of that chicken and see if there's anything in it.
Yeah, well, we should. In the leftovers, is there enough stuff there that we'd be able to test it once we, sober him up, basically?
There's not much in the way of leftovers.
Okay, good. Well, we're gonna get him out of the house, take him out to Denny's or whatnot, and sober him up.
Get him bacon. Good American
Yes.
bacon.
Bacon.
Get him off campus to do the eating.
Yeah, that's why I
Okay.
said take him to Denny's, sit there and feed him coffee and normal food.
There isn't a Denny's within the
Or I can
confines of
well,
Ravenhurst,
Denny's
is
like
there?
I
Objects.
can make him
There's
plenty
actually-
of healthy food. Hello.
Yeah,
No,
I meant
he needs
stuff that will
bacon.
make him want
He
to
might
feel
go
better.
into shock if you start feeding him healthy crap.
Eat him.
It's not crap, it's wonder.
We'll go down to the Twisted Kilt if there isn't a Denny's or a Denny's-like object.
The
Crafty
drafty.
killed. And
The
listen to me. I have a theory about this. We need to get him completely out of the Ravenhurst area. Take him
What
out
about-
of town someplace for breakfast.
What about
Take the
Guy
SUV.
Phillips? What
Why-
about
why
Guy
would we
Phillips'
take him out of-
place? Right? Is Guy Phillips the name, right? Of our null
The therapist.
Murdoch. I meant Murdoch. Let's get him to Murdoch's place, where he's safe from magical influences.
Well,
Yeah, that's the kilt, right?
No.
No,
That's
no,
the
the coffee shop.
Oh,
Coffee shop.
sorry. I'm getting everything mixed up in my head.
That's
is
okay.
he?
I blame the concussion.
Well, will he pass out if we take him into the
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we can't take him to the coffee shop. It's dangerous for him.
Can't take him to the coffee house. So, like I said, take him someplace out of town. Get him a full breakfast there.
There is a Lenny's a little further down Route 23 past Route 5.
Lenny's, the generic Denny's, for all of your foodie needs.
Let's go then.
Oh, all right.
Okay, you all
Besides,
pi-
if they're anything like a Denny's, they won't link for strange conversation.
you all pile into the professor's car or the SUV.
Do we all fit?
Let's just take the SUV. It's bigger.
Yeah, okay.
Or we can take 2 cars. Doesn't matter.
Actually, yeah, you go ahead and do that. I'm going to collect some samples around campus.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
I was going to say, just go order some chicken. You'll have a fresh sample.
Actually, no. You have a point there. If it was chicken that's the problem, that's going to be lunch or dinner. This is breakfast. Let's go.
Okay. You guys all head down to Lenny's, and you get a table for
27?
6. For 6, Jane and Brad didn't come with you.
Okay, Janet and Brad.
Yeah, Janet, Brad. I keep
Janet.
doing that. And
They're easy to remember if you give Brad top billing for some reason. For
Brad-
some inexplicable reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you all head down there. You drag him inside and get a large booth and start ordering coffee and lots of greasy breakfast foods.
Bacon.
I don't know about greasy breakfast foods. Let's
Well,
get
for
one of
him
those-
anyway.
Yeah, well, okay, one of those breakfast skillets for me, and keep the Tabasco sauce flowing.
Okay.
Biscuits and bacon and bacon and
Just give me a giant plate of bacon.
and eggs and bacon. And
Do you have
biscuits.
any oatmeal?
Yes.
Oatmeal.
Yes,
Spam!
they do. Okay. They bring out your orders. Once he starts eating, he seems to improve a little bit. He seems to be a little more there, actually.
Good.
His eyes actually focus in a bit more.
We're just going to keep feeding him and talking at him until he wakes
And,
up.
well, you guys know how the professor eats.
Well, be careful, get too
Yes.
much food into him, you're going to make him sleepy again.
Yep.
But he puts it down, He has about a pot and a half of coffee himself,
Mm-hmm.
and he actually kind of comes out of it, and he starts mentioning that yeah, he has felt a little out of it. He's noticed that quite a few of his students have been out of it as well.
Mm-hmm. We've
The
noticed too.
last
That's
the last test he ran through the Scantron for his one class.
Oh, he
No
gives
one-
Scantron tests? Dude,
For-
don't
for-
be evil.
For the 101s. Besides, that way he could at least get it graded.
True.
He wasn't in the current state of mind to grade anything, any actual exams. For the last batch he fed through the Scantron, hardly anyone got over a 70 in 100 level class.
Damn.
So, I guess tell him the theory about the chicken.
Well, I guess that's possible. I can always take a look at it. I just need some samples to look at.
I'll be getting them this
how much
afternoon.
Stop eating that chicken, Professor.
Yeah, how much chicken had he been eating? That would be my other question.
Well, you guys remember when he went into
He
into
eats,
foul
like,
territory before?
three-
2 or 3 whole
2 or 3.
rotisseries.
Yeah, that's a lot of frickin'
jeez.
chicken.
Because he puts it away. Because his metabolism is so funky.
Yeah.
Well, his metabolism did him a different kind of mischief this time, I think, if it is the chicken.
Yeah. Well, get him to promise, pinky swear, that he is totally not going to eat that chicken until we sort this out.
Lay
He
off the
says-
chicken a bit until we get it tested.
He says no problem. I'll need to get those samples, and I need to get back to the lab.
I'll
If
get them
anything,
for you
Claire
today.
will make you organically grown, chemical-free chicken.
Tofu turkey. Deep fried tofu.
Tofu,
Tofurkey.
please.
I'll make you something
Turducken.
good.
Well, I don't know how good it's gonna be if it's, all sorts of tofu, but if it's, just organically grown chicken, it ought to be good.
Well, you could soak tofu in bacon grease, and then it would probably taste pretty good.
No, that's you people.
Pig.
There's something wrong with
All
you
right,
people.
so,
How do you eat this shit?
With our mouths,
tastes
same
good.
as
Both
most people.
hands.
I will point out, Claire, I've caught you eating bacon before. I've caught you sneaking it. Don't think I haven't.
I'm a dancer. I
That's
can
only for the
do
muffins.
it every once in a while.
No, for the muffins she leaves me, she makes soy bacon, which aren't real bacon.
Oh.
It doesn't hurt you any.
It's poison. You continually try to poison
It's
me, and I don't
not
understand what I did to you.
Poison. You'll live.
All right, since we're all well
You guys even
caffeinated
need me here for this?
and fed.
Eventually.
Not really. That's okay. You can leave.
Okay.
So, when does the chicken place open? Is it just a lunch and dinner place?
11 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So what time is it now that we've...
Right now it's probably about 10:30 or so.
Okay, so if we brought 2 cars, do you want to split up and have one group head just back to base and one group hit up the chicken place? And I'm assuming since we went out of town, it'll
not
probably
just-
take us about half hour.
Oh, not just the chicken place. I want to get samples from all over campus.
Like
Mhm.
what, from all the other different
Yes.
places, just to be safe?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do science.
I don't imagine anything from the Drafty Kill or the coffee shop would be doing
No,
this,
but
'cause
the school
I
has
would not do
cafeterias.
it.
The school has a cafeteria.
Yeah, you can get to-go plates from them. They just
A
take
lot of
another plate over
students
the top,
and
basically.
quite a few staff eat from there. But
Okay,
if
well,
the
you guys have to do that because everybody on campus knows my eating habits and will look at me weird.
Yes.
everyone knows my eating habits
Yeah, I
too,
was
they
gonna
won't give me a
say.
second glance.
Considering John shovels down food about as fast as a professor, I don't think they'll blink.
So, no, probably
Gotta have
not
not.
energy
bad,
to
am
bounce
I?
off roofs.
No, you're not quite that
I
bad.
mean, sure, I'm a,
Well,
sure, I'm a
no,
two, sure, I'm
but
a
you're also-
two-utensil guy, but
The professor eats a bit like Wally West.
Well, yeah, no, I was just thinking John's the one bouncing off the rooftops, though, so his calorie burn is probably
so I need extra energy,
astronomical.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you. So who's gonna head back to the base, and who's gonna
I'll go back to the base, because in theory I can use my librarian skills to go through the databases and see if we've run into anything like this before.
And,
Well, not
I'm
us
going to go back to
personally,
the base as well, just so I can get a quantity of cash with which I can buy the samples.
Well, you've got your card.
We have the credit card. Remember, we all got
I'm not sure how many
cards.
places on... Well, I don't want to wave that thing around too much. Cash is non-traceable, largely.
Okay. No problem.
Well, Hicks, I believe this leaves you and me.
Oh, here we go again.
So we'll pick them up again in a couple of hours, huh?
Okay. So there's like 3 eating places on campus itself.
Okay.
There's a couple of snack bars. There's a snack bar. There's the underground. They have some food there, and
Yeah.
then there's the campus cafeteria.
Probably can't hit the underground until this evening.
True. You can also there's a couple of fast food joints just off the campus. There's a McDonald's. There's a barbecue place across 23 called Altman's. There's
Okay, I got to get over there and try that eventually.
and
After testing.
Knowing me, knowing me, I'll take the underside of the pedestrian bridge.
okay.
Well, Hicks and I can do the underground, but if we do that, Hicks, you're actually going to have to dress up for this. We're not going in there looking like slobs.
It's just that
What are you talking about?
Hicks.
Means you get to play Ken while she plays Barbie.
I have a tip for you. If you start dressing similar to Billy Idol, she might want you more.
Yeah, I was gonna. You just stand here. She'll hand you the clothes.
That actually might work. I don't know.
Wear this. Wear this. Wear this. Now put these wings on your back.
I don't think
Operation
so.
Get Hicks laid.
No, I'm pissed.
you guys. There's also a few places downtown. There's the Kilt. There's all
Another
three.
chicken place, right?
All 3 of the chicken places.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna need samples from all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's check out the chicken places and look who of the people there looks like he could be responsible for anything here.
I don't think the villains come clearly labeled on their name tags.
No.
Yeah, but
On your forehead, I did this to your students. Capture
Bob.
me now.
Evil villain.
since we are trained professionals, maybe we can.
You got training?
Of
I don't know,
course.
was gonna
but if you
say.
and I are stuck in the same group, there's no amount of training that's going to save us.
Yeah. Even if they were trained, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, we are special agents, and we have the rings to prove it.
with emphasis on special.
Special.
We're
Very
very
box of
special.
Cracker
needs.
Jacks, you can be us too.
Yeah, there's that bad idea crossing my mind again. We're from the SBA, the Short Bus Agency.
You guys. All right, so Claire, Jane, and the professor head back to headquarters. John, are you going off on your own? Which I would highly recommend.
I would go off on my own, yes.
Okay, and that leaves.
Clear out as much space in the backpack as I possibly can.
Okay.
Bring along numerous small plastic bags that I can write on.
Okay.
And then the ordering is going to look something like, okay, I'd like 1 hot dog, 1 hamburger, 1 order of fries, 1 order of onion rings, let's see,
1 chicken sandwich.
1 chicken sandwich, 1 egg sandwich, and where are your condiments? Okay, and then I'll start bagging them individually.
Okay. Okay. Labeling each
And-
baggie with location.
bags and sit
Labeling
there and
each
fill out the evidence
baggie,
tag.
each wrapper.
Okay.
Hey, I know to document my stuff.
Okay.
Poor employees are sitting there going, "Is this CSI
Yeah.
or?"
If any of those places is run by the mob, they are going to catch up with you.
They're gonna have heart attacks.
Let 'em
Lobby
try.
Ravenhurst.
Um,
Come on.
Because there's
You,
chickens.
My super
There's always
soakers are
chickens.
locked and loaded.
Actually, when you hit the, well, do you want to check food from Murdoch's?
Yeah, I'll give them a. Yeah, I'll visit the coffee shop and the drafty kilt.
Okay.
If Murdoch is at either of them, I will quietly appraise him of the situation.
Okay. He says, well, I mean, the professor will eat here sometimes, but he's never been in the coffee house except for that one time.
Right. Coffee house is probably not a problem then.
He freely gives you the samples. He's like, hey, let me know what you find out.
I will do so, thanks.
All right. I will leave the chicken place that's across the river for Hicks and Krista. And
Assuming they remember what they're doing long enough to get there.
as well as a few.
Why do I get the terrible feeling that they're developing into the Scooby and Shaggy of this team?
Stupid, and we're not stoners. We're just greedy.
And there's one or two other fast food joints that you two can hit.
By hit, do you mean with a moving vehicle? Or?
No.
No,
No. Bad minions.
that you can hit to pick stuff up with.
The sad thing about my analogy is I would cast Jane as Fred, Claire as Velma,
Hey.
and myself as Daphne.
No, wait a minute.
Of course.
I'd look horrible in an ascot.
Yeah. Oh, he hasn't worn that in years, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm classic Scooby-Doo. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys. John, you have no trouble picking up all your samples. Everyone looks at you a little oddly when you do. Start bagging.
What? I'm shopping for some very picky eaters.
Well, when you start bagging everything, they look a little oddly at you. But other than that, you have no problem picking up everything you need from various. That's fucking blinding.
Okay.
From the various locations.
Excellent. And then I'll try to get them back over to the lab while they're still warm.
Okay.
I have to cut through the physical plant.
You other two, on the other hand,
That's
walk-
why I went with the Scooby and Shaggy reference. They're the ones that are going to encounter the Phantom.
And then try to arrest it. Or sleep with it,
I'm
one of the
gonna try
two.
to beat it with the giant rat tail. That's what I'm gonna do.
You carry that thing around with you all the time?
Of course, I'm very proud of it. Wouldn't you?
People are going to have their suspicions confirmed about you.
Burn it with fire.
Fine, I will beat the Phantom using Hicks. I will pick him up by his leg and just beat him.
Okay, you
You
guys.
can do it with Puck.
I will
He's
beat a
more handy.
motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Okay, you two. You have no problems getting the stuff from McDonald's and Burger King and the one Taco Bell.
But
When you
And then after you eat it, another thing from the Taco Bell.
but you guys walk into the new foul territory that's across the river, and it's a lot ritzier looking than the one downtown. And you guys haven't been in the other new one yet, but it's got that. Trying to look like an old tavern restaurant look. They've got a lot of local sports memorabilia up on the walls, huge screen TVs all over the place, and a bar in the center. Not quite as comfy and homey feeling as the old one was. But you guys walk right in. They don't have too much of a crowd right now.
How many employees?
Looks like there's about 5 people working right now.
Do they look like they have a case of the stupids?
Go ahead and give me a nosy neighbor roll.
6.
Okay, does not look like it. Of course, they're wait staff, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Now, play nice.
Well, they could just be really bored.
It's a college town. That sounds about right.
You've got 2 people waiting, a busboy, the bartender, and the hostess.
Alrighty. Hi, my
Quick,
boyfriend
flirt
and
with
I
them.
would like a table for 2, please.
You're what?
They don't need to know.
Well, that just made Hicks's day.
Because you
Now Hicks is on this high of happy.
The waitress looks at you, looks at Hicks, and grabs 2 menus and says, "Right this way, please."
Thank you.
And leads you over to a small table against one wall, and says, "Steve will be your waiter. He'll be out in just a minute."
Ooh, Steve. Maybe he's sexy.
Steve.
You little hussy.
Yeah.
Cool. It doesn't count.
And well, I can think of everyone's a Scooby snack.
Just don't let him. Just don't let
Are
him
there
feed.
any guys there?
Just don't let him feed you anything.
And she hands you guys the menus to look through. Yeah, chicken.
Tough decision. Chicken or chicken?
Bacon wrapped chicken.
There's that. Not that I'm
Yeah,
going
we-
to be eating it, but you know.
No. Yeah, we should try.
Wait, has Steve come over yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so
Is there like the original and the extra crispy and stuff where there might be different recipes?
Pretty much everything is different. I mean, you've got fried, you've got baked, you've got grilled. There's stuff
darn.
with chipotle sauce. There's one that's labeled with like 5 peppers next to it. That says it's made with ghost chilies.
The waffle iron chicken looks a little questionable.
So,
And while you guys are looking, your waiter comes up. Not if he's 18, you'd be surprised. He's like, what can I get you guys to drink?
Tequila!
I just want
Sprite.
some Sprite. Yeah, Sprite's good.
Okay.
Be
He's like,
inoffensive.
would you guys like a pitcher or?
Just a glass is fine.
Okay. He's like, no problem. Do you need a few minutes or do you know what you want?
No, I'm pretty sure we know what we want.
Okay. He's like, okay, what can I get for you?
I want the bacon wrapped chicken. He wants the regular grilled chicken, and we're gonna need some stuff to go because we need dinner this evening, and I don't feel like cooking. Besides, we're gonna be a little busy.
Wow.
So Higgs will be dying
You
of blood loss.
tease!
And I also want the 5 pepper chicken to go
Okay.
for later.
I'll just have the regular crispy chicken to go.
Okay. He's like, okay, I'll be right back with your drinks.
Thank you.
He goes and gets your drinks, and then comes back. Puts those down. He's like, okay, your food should be out in just a little bit, and I'll have the to-go stuff ready for you when you're ready to go.
Great, thank you.
Okay. They about 15 minutes later or so, the food comes out. And they put it down in he puts it down in front of you, and he's like, "Okay, enjoy."
Okay, I want to use my artistic, my neurotic artist to try and make it look like I've eaten some of it when I haven't actually.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll.
That's a good use. I like that one. Like a 5-year-old rearranging the peas.
I got 20.
Wow.
You know, they have all these convenient potted plants around that you managed to shuffle stuff off into. Hicks, go ahead and give me an exchange student roll.
7.
Okay. You try to mimic what she's doing to try and get rid of the food, but you actually wind up dropping a good portion of it into your own lap.
What?
Great.
Is our to-go order ready, by the way?
He's like, it'll be about another 5 minutes or so. Are you guys done already?
Just
Yeah.
about. I mean, my boyfriend dropped his chicken in his lap, and
Yeah, I need something to clean up.
as soon as the to-go orders are ready, can we get a box for his chicken? And
He just hasn't eaten right since the neurological disorder.
I just realized I can't
So
wait.
you're
and
saying
I,
since he was born.
yes, I just realized
Since I dropped him on his head.
pay the bill right now because I must have him. So I need the box and go.
This poor waiter. Oh my god.
The waiter's like,
Poor waiter, poor Hicks.
okay, I'll have everything for you in just a bit.
Thanks, dear.
And please let me know if you're ever single.
The waiter runs out and grabs gets all your stuff together. He runs back with a styrofoam box for Hicks to put. Yes, John.
Me gusta.
So you guys.
I'm also gonna put what's left of my chicken in his styrofoam box, just because we kind of need that too. But
Okay. You guys get your stuff boxed up. They come out a few minutes later with the bill and the to-go order.
all right, well, I'm gonna tip him like $15 for being such a cute little kid.
Aw.
And okay, you guys got your samples. You can go ahead and head back.
All right, let's go, lover boy.
I'm surprised you didn't leave a note for the waiter that when you're legal. You know?
Oh! Oh!
So,
So yeah, everyone gets back to headquarters with the samples. The professor is looking a bit more like himself, although there are a few moments where he will just stop and kind of stare into space.
Doc, have you done a drug test on yourself yet?
He's like, yeah, it's in the spec.
did he take a
I'll
blood
be-
sample
I'll check
from
on,
himself?
I'll check on the status of the mass spectrometer.
It's still
Still ticking away.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit before it finishes the results. Hello, doggy.
Pardon. Oh, hi!
Bye.
Pardon. Muting now.
So they the professor gets all the samples. He really appreciates the way that you've gone through and labeled everything, John. Makes his work a little easier.
Standard lab practice, as I understand it.
When he gets
Also
the
standard
samples,
practice in evidence collection.
when he gets the samples from Krista and Hicks, however, where a bunch of different stuff is
Everything's-
tossed together in one container and nothing is really labeled. He just kind of and
I am an artist,
starts.
not a scientist, damn it.
Yeah, and we
And
know.
this is why you spent less time with me. You knew it would be less eventful.
Yeah, we know exactly what was what. So
What's what? Yeah, we know what we fucking ordered.
When we put it in the box, we were pretty sure what it was.
Stuff with the dirt ground into it, that was in a potted plant, but we're not going to get into that. The stuff
He-
with the fuzzies, those fell into Hicks's lap, so.
He gets back. He starts running tests on everything. His test results come back, and it's actually kind of surprising. He kind of stops and leans against the counter for a bit, and I thought Emmy came back. Did she disappear again?
Yeah,
She's
I saw
disappeared.
the little thing saying that she came back, and then that was...
Then she-
Yes, the professor leans up against the wall, looking at the results, surprised. The mass spectrometer says I'm pregnant.
No!
With Hicks's baby.
No! Thank you, no.
That's not what it says.
Welcome back, Emmy.
Maybe.
Okay.
I see a blank square at least.
Well,
Oh,
I
she's
see
back.
her.
But
Oh.
Yeah.
We're just happy you made it back.
oh yeah, I don't know what happened. It just everything froze and I couldn't hear anything, and so I had to like
I
click
know what.
out and
Yeah, I know
redo
what
it.
happened. It's called Google Hangouts.
I was gonna say it's already done it to me once today, so...
I'm surprised it hasn't happened to me twice yet.
Yeah. I'm just surprised it hasn't happened to me, really.
So he says the blood work is actually fine, but some of the tissue samples actually show minor calcification.
Calcification?
What?
Why would that make people stupid?
Apparently, it's affecting neural function more than anything else.
So
Most-
calcification of the brain?
Most
Well, the brain is made of tissue.
well, in order for your synapses to fire, there's actually a calcium cascade, a calcium ion cascade. Apparently, most of the body's calcium is being taken up into other tissues rather than neural tissue.
And what does it do there? Just
Apparently, it's, as I said, some of the tissues were actually hardening. It seems to be reversing
What?
slowly, but
So it was turning you to stone, sort of.
I suppose.
What the heck is in
Very-
that chicken?
Very strange. He's like, I'm still waiting for the results on the samples. I'll know more then.
Huh.
turning
So,
you into bridge trolls.
so wait, my worry would be for the other students that this is happening to. Is this going to cause
Yeah,
them
that would be
permanent
bad.
harm? And if so,
yeah, this is
what do we
permanent
need to do to save them?
Stop
First,
the chicken.
Find out
Find
what
the
the
source.
problem is.
in the meantime, the Don't Drink Milk campaign, I don't think is going to go over very well.
We need to figure out where the problem is coming from specifically, for sure, before we attempt to do anything about it. He's like, I'm just waiting for the results from all the samples you guys brought in.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, I'm going to go try to bring my GPA up and take advantage of the tempo issues on campus as best I can.
Okay. You you pass by the.
I also want to observe certain other locales around campus. The construction site, for instance. How badly are the construction workers affected? They don't live here, so
They're one or two of them seem to be not quite operating within normal parameters. but for the most part, they all seem okay.
Okay. This is something more endemic to the campus than or the college or the environs rather than. Okay.
Maybe they bring their own food to work.
That's another thing.
Or they might just not like chicken. These people do exist. They're rare, but they're out there.
Oh, I'm sure they like chicken. But if they can save money by bringing sandwiches or stuff they like from home, they will.
Yeah.
So the professor finally gets the results back. Everything from the kilt, all of the fast food restaurants, everything tests perfectly normal. The only problem is that he cannot get a confirmation that what you guys got from foul territory was actually chicken.
What?
Oh no.
What?
What does it look like it could be?
That means running it through the
Didn't eat
sequencer
that.
next.
Well, humans
feed it
are
to a
the
rat.
other white meat.
It is apparently some form of poultry,
Pterodactyl?
but it does not match at least a cursory sample when he does the protein test for chicken. That's not. It doesn't register as chicken.
Does it come up as anything else or close to anything else? A
Well,
different percentage match? Or?
No, the what the test does is it looks for a certain protein that's present in chicken. It passed all its other toxification tests and everything.
No, but
like
I mean,
that.
do we have a library we can run it against for other birds then?
Not for the protein test. What he's going to do now is try and get a DNA sample and try
Could
to
it be
run that
chocobo?
through.
Wait, what?
Could it be a chocobo?
It's
Those
not
are
Pokemon.
kittens.
Oh, a
Chocobos are riding
I
birds.
thought you said chocoball, and I was like, why are
Well,
we
you
talking
can-
about
never
choking
mind.
chickens?
Well, let's see. Other potentially rideable birds
These
include the
days.
ostrich, the emu.
Well,
Those
see,
are-
I'm
those
thinking
are
something more along the
respectable.
lines of pterodactyls, but
Phoenix.
Well, the ostrich and the emu are actually fairly respectable eaten birds.
Yeah, ostrich is actually red meat.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
It's from all the running they do.
It's actually very, very good too.
yeah,
Not
they
quite
used
as
to have
good as
ostrich
bison.
burgers at Fuddruckers.
They're
Yeah.
really mean, though. They tend to like to try and eat you.
I don't know. I think bison tastes just like beef.
They taste a little gamier to me than
Sacrilege!
Anywho,
Oh, bison is better.
he
But it has
runs
fluff.
a DNA
Burgers.
test on the sample. It's going to take him a little bit to get the results back. But
Tell him he's not allowed to clone anything without prior permission.
Yeah.
he says, "Okay, fine."
Oh,
And-
you've made him all sad now, Jane.
I'm going to phone in
I
my
won't
findings.
say anything.
I'm going to phone in my findings from the construction site,
Okay.
and then, well, if this is that kind of disorder, let's check the athletics program and see if there's anything really going wrong there.
Only in you check out the local or the big gym on campus. For the most part, none of the athletes seem to be having any trouble, except for the some of the weightlifters seem to be a little slow.
Yeah, they have increased needs for protein uptake.
Well, they also drink raw eggs sometimes because they're gross, so...
Ew.
No, that just falls into the protein uptake. They're probably going to take in more chicken as a result.
Yeah. Well,
Is
that
there any
gotta
way-
build up weight to meet their weight classes.
Yep. Is there any way we can find out where the chicken place is buying their chicken from?
You can try.
I will use my awesome librarian skills.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll.
Alrighty, dice that haven't failed me yet. Come here. Oh, well, that sort of sucks. 13.
Nope, you can't find any sort of paper trail.
Darn. So can we lurk around when they get their delivery supplies? Is this a small chain or a national chain?
It is a small chain. There was just one as of a month ago, and suddenly there are two, or two more.
3.
Okay, so is there any way to lurk outside when they get their food deliveries for the week and see where the truck is coming from?
Yeah, you can certainly set up surveillance for that.
So wait, when did the first one
Come here,
open?
Brad. Be useful.
The first one's actually been open for several years.
Okay.
Vic, ever since he retired, he opened up Vic Zarnetsky, who was a
volatile sports figure of old.
Yeah, he set up the restaurant, and he was doing relatively good with just the one. And then very recently he came into some money and set up the other two.
Where did the money come from?
You'd have to go back and watch those episodes.
Oh, dope. I knew I missed something.
Or investigate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's make a stakeout in front of the.
Don't you mean a chicken out?
No, it's the French who love chicken.
Hang on, I think this will apply again.
No. More like, yes, that one. Okay, so, you guys try and set up a stakeout of, well, which one? All three, or any of them in particular?
Let's do the one on campus. It probably would be the easiest one to not look suspicious.
Okay, it's not actually on campus. It is just off campus.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty much right. Let me see. Do you remember where the Italian restaurant is, Martha?
Yeah.
It's pretty much right there.
Oh, okay. But yeah, because
So,
I mean that'll be the one close enough. I mean, it will be close enough to campus that it wouldn't be weird that we're loitering.
Where's the third one?
Yeah, it can't be weird if we use the SUV, right? It's SUVs should.
It does have
Big black
frosted,
SUVs parked out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
it does
Windows
have
all
frosted
tinted.
windows.
Mm-hmm.
There's
I really
the
should
one.
apologize for Clarkson for that scare. I really should, but I'm not going to.
The one is directly across campus on campus campus drive, campus.
I should have collected
College
samples from that one.
College Avenue. Yes, you got the ones from that one.
Okay.
The other one is across the river on Route 23.
Mm-hmm.
Across the Mapacheka Bow Wow River.
And then the other is actually downtown.
Oh, okay.
But all three of them tested wonky for not a chicken, right?
Yes,
All three.
Correct.
All three of them.
all three of
Okay.
them.
Great.
So, and Krista and I, we've been across the river in the one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So.
Stop tossing your bat around.
Uh,
I don't care. You're disrupting my class.
You don't have any class. Don't worry about it.
Well, that's true. Okay. So,
I
Jane,
think
is
we
it-
should watch two of those.
Okay.
Two of those places.
So what? You and Krista want to take the one across the river?
Oh God.
Yes.
Here we go.
I don't know. For some reason, I want to split those two up.
No, here you go.
Yes, that's the reason.
Let's put the two of them in a car by themselves for long periods of time. This will turn out fine.
We already know the.
Then again,
We
who else
already
wants to be
know
in the
the
car with
area.
them?
It's all fun and games until the windows start smoking up. And then it's a party.
Well, the windows may start smoking up, but I guarantee you there'll be splatters of red on them too. So.
Yeah, I would like to opt not to be in a car with the two of them ever.
Like ever.
For long periods of time, ever.
I'll be in the car with either of them,
Okay.
but
All right.
not both.
All right. For sake of argument, Hicks, John, and Jane take one, and Krista and
Claire, take the other.
Claire take the other one.
Oh, that'll
Great.
work well.
Yeah, so Krista and Claire can fight over food, right?
Of course.
We do
Well
get
done.
along
Best.
periodically.
Especially when there's bacon muffins involved. Up until the point you realize they're not actually bacon.
No, because it's soy bacon, it's poison, and then Claire must die. But other than that,
Sorry.
So, let's stalk those chickens things.
Let's do it.
Okay.
hey, stocking chicken.
Chicken scouting.
All right. You
And it comes
guys.
from Phoenix
chicken
Farms.
inspecting. Yeah.
Brad says that he's going to investigate the money trail and try and see what's been going on.
Okay. Just
while
occurred to
you-
me, wasn't there an episode of Eureka about this?
I don't know.
You know,
There
I don't
was.
know.
Mm.
Sounds familiar-ish. I still think they're toasting pterodactyls.
I still say it's chocobos.
Chocobos are so big, though. I mean, the drumsticks would be enormous.
Some
You know,
of
it
them.
doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be some.
What if they get them as babies?
Oh, well, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Or chocobos.
You know, it doesn't even have to be pterodactyls. It could be mutant chickens.
True.
Wouldn't it pop up as
Something from which you could get 10 wings per chicken. I could see
Yes.
that going over fairly well at a place like that.
Yeah, but
This could
unfortunately, mostly they would still be the protein test for chicken would still come up as chicken.
It would still contain sufficient chickenosis for the protein test. Got it.
So, and the professor says he's going to continue to run the DNA test to see if he can get anything out of it that way.
Thank you. Please do.
So you guys go on your stakeout. Let's see. And you guys see absolutely no deliveries for the entire first day you guys are staked out.
Yeah, but we take photographs of all the people
But-
who work there.
But there should be a set delivery day. Like, I think McDonald's, it's Tuesdays. I mean, we should generally be able to figure out when the trucks come by.
Well, yeah,
In
but you're
theory.
going to have to sit and watch until you do.
Mhm.
No one's
Oh.
seen it happen yet.
Or refer to past records.
Or just ask one of the employees.
Because that won't seem odd at all.
Hi, when are your delivery dates so I could stock your truck?
Well, I wouldn't say the second part. Just when you guys get fresh vegetables in.
When do you all get your chicken in? I want to see your truck.
All right, we'll just sit in the car and stare at the chicken place for a week then. That seems completely less suspicious.
Getting a pizza delivered to the stakeout vehicle, however.
About 3 hours into that first day, though, you guys get a call from Brad. And basically, he says, "Well, I've come up with the contract that was signed. pretty massive little thing, but basically seems to boil down to the fact that an unidentified angel investor would invest about $2 million into generating wholly owned subsidiary restaurants
Oh
for
my god, is it Angel Meat?
foul territory.
No.
If
No, whenever I hear... Okay, angel usually carries one connotation, followed by the word investor, and the connotation reverses.
that they would invest provided that and invest and allow the restaurant to expand, not as franchises but wholly owned, provided that they name the suppliers.
Okay, did they list the suppliers within the contract?
Not within the contract, no.
That would have been a later stipulation.
So yeah, there's definitely something funky going on here.
Because if they listed it in the contract, that would have made this way too easy.
Yeah, technicalities.
We're not allowed to have things easy, ever.
Now, how many foul territory franchises are there? Just the 3?
Well, they're not franchises.
No, they're actually still owned by the owner. That's what the angel investor was saying, is we'll give you the money, you just have to use the people we say, but they're not going to actually own any of the stores.
Yeah. So Vic still owns all 3.
Right.
So it's
but all three are distributing calcification chicken.
Yes.
Yeah. So the investor that the contract is with, I know it's an angel investor, but at some place they have to say who they are legally, right?
There has to be a signature somewhere.
There has to be some
yes,
sort of...
Everything seems to be signed by their lawyer.
So ask Brad...
That's helpful.
The lawyer is identified as Lucas St. Nick.
Saint Nick.
Cute. The devil does not make chicken. I'm sorry. Check with Brad and see for contracts with said devil or devil associates. If anybody else has run into a lawyer who's pretending to be Lucifer.
Okay, Brad, here's another angle I'd like you to look at. Has this lawyer handled any high-visibility cases in the past, and for whom? This might give us some idea what kind of lawyer we're dealing with.
I don't think it's a real lawyer.
He runs a check, and there are... the only other documentation on this lawyer is the fact that he passed the bar apparently about 3 weeks ago.
What?
Yeah. If you're signing legally binding contracts with someone who is using, the devil as a moniker...
Legit.
Yeah.
You're having far too much fun with that, John.
Yes, I am. I should stop.
Somehow I get the feeling you're not going to.
Nope.
Closing it up now. Yeah.
It's not Google Effects, Ellie.
It's in the Hangout toolkit.
Yeah, you have to go to the Hangout.
Yeah, which it won't let me do, so it's all good.
I still maintain that one is it's so cute your brains are leaking out your ears.
Okay. Anyway,
but yes,
so,
anyway.
Yes. So yeah, that's all Brad can find is that apparently this guy passed the bar like 3 months ago or 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. How long ago was this contract signed?
About 2 weeks ago, which means they built up really, really fast.
Yeah, I'm thinking deals with the devil is probably a really good bet at this point, considering how fast they went up and what's happening.
Okay,
Yeah.
that assumes a lot of stuff we don't have in evidence.
But seems to be the easiest answer. There's something funky going on.
Yeah, the easiest answer is never a good one.
I'd say check with Puck.
Almost never.
Because it sounds like the sort of trick he'd like to play. So I'm wondering if he has an unseelie double.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I don't know what to call the unseelie double. Everything I can think of wouldn't be inappropriate.
Okay. Well, you guys are still on the stakeout. You guys haven't seen Puck since that one meeting.
Wouldn't it be funny if he got into the samples?
Ooh, that would be bad.
Oh man, we should have left a whole
That would be
bucket of
horrible.
chicken.
Dude, if we can ever
Funny.
find a fairy catnip, though, I'm so gonna spike everything in the fridge with it.
That'd be funny.
Wait, is it entirely possible that Puck might actually know from looking at it what it is?
Possibly.
That's a good point, because he knew the meat was human when we were down in the unseelie court.
True.
Oh, he also knows where the 8th gate goes.
Can we ask Brad to ask Puck if he knows?
Brad.
I don't know that.
Brad's in there.
Brad says he has not seen Puck since he was all over the computer earlier, and trust me, trying to get all those porn pop-ups off my computer.
Good luck.
Brad, change your password.
I expect Brad has the most secure password of a lot of us. Which reminds me I should change mine.
So yeah, you guys are going to have to actually try and track down Puck.
Well, that's easy. Go to the fairy circle with all his normal munchies.
Okay.
But wait for the stakeout first, and
Yes.
if he doesn't show up, because we have to wait to go down to the fairy circle till night anyway, so.
Okay. Like I said, you guys don't see anything the first day. So if at night on that day you want to go try and talk to the fairies, that's fine.
When do they close up this place?
They close up around 2 a.m.
Okay.
I'm not staying up till 2 a.m. Delivery trucks don't run at 2 a.m.
Are we sure
I would
about
assume.
that? I mean,
I don't know. Burger King's delivery trucks could come at any time while they were open, really.
Huh.
like
See, ours
I don't-
always showed up in the morning shift, but they always showed up like once everybody was there for morning shift. We didn't have a 24-hour McDonald's, so.
We didn't have a 24-hour Burger King either. I think ours closed at 2, but sometimes they would come in the morning, but once in a while we'd have them at night.
Oh. Huh. I don't know.
So-
Yeah, y'all are younger than I am. If you want to try staying up till 2, go for it. But the old fogey's gonna take a nap in the back of the car.
Okay. Yeah, but when we hear about this Lucas Saint Nick stuff, I'll go and try something.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't involve me, does it?
No, it doesn't, since you're in another car.
and
Seed.
And since Jane's gone home and John is incommunicado, you're free to do whatever you want, Hicks.
Oh God. That
Oh
was
jeez.
No.
No, I can't go when I'm the only one on the stakeout, right? So then I'm...
Well, no, John's still there.
Okay,
He's
okay.
not here right now to tell you no.
Okay. Yeah, so then
Your
He walked
head.
away from the camera too long. He's on his own.
no, he's back. He's back.
I'll go to the 7-Eleven first.
Okay.
Tell him no, John. Tell him
And
no.
in the 7-Eleven, I'll buy a pack of salt.
Okay.
And afterwards, I'll just take a stroll downtown and look for a church There are a lot of those.
Yes, you can't spit without hitting a church downtown.
Yeah, and I'm
Making salty holy water?
trying to get my hands on holy water.
Any given intersection downtown will have 3 churches on it, and a bar on the 4th corner that says no loitering by order of the Pope.
Yeah, unfortunately, while you were incommunicado, Hicks decided to take matters into his own hands.
Oh dear.
So yeah,
has he crushed more fish with a ladder again?
Not yet.
No, and he did not break through the windows of the restaurant with his head. So there is that.
No, he has just decided when he heard the name of the lawyer, he pretty much hopped out of the SUV, leaving you and Jane, and he went for a walk to the 7-Eleven.
And Jane said, "Screw it, I'm too old for this. I'm going home to sleep. Wake me when something interesting happens."
Right now, John, you're the only one on stakeout.
Right. Logically, this would be the time for something to happen.
Yes, it would. So.
You're all alone.
However, I'm not very logical. So,
So, do I get that?
Already established that nothing is going to happen today, and you guys are still in today.
All right, Claire,
That's
you
kind
want to
of
go
a
hit up
relief.
the ferry court this evening?
Sure, why not?
Do I find an open church where I can?
Yes, you do find an open church.
Okay, so I steal some holy water from there.
You don't have to steal it. You can
Doesn't
get
that
hell.
violate the doesn't
The
that sort of go
sanctity of
against
the water, yes.
Yeah.
I think they won't give it to me just if I ask, right?
Yeah, actually, I mean, you can normally dip stuff in it. You can have people take little vials of holy water with them.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
When
you're
I
allowed
was 12,
to.
we went in with a little plastic cup and just got a bunch in the cup and took it back to my friend's house.
Yeah, I mean, you can get the little glass vials, and people just keep them as relics, so...
Huh.
People do actually use holy water, like normal, everyday-ish people.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just make it myself. But then I am ordained, so...
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a exchange student roll to try to look subtle as
I roll a -5.
I roll a 10.
Okay,
you're actually to pull off.
Certain nights I play Marvel superheroes, and there have been more than a few supernatural elements in that. We've come to call that the Super Big Bless.
You're actually able to you emptied out a large no. While he was at 7-Eleven, he picked up a bottle of water, which he proceeded to empty on his way to the church. Once he's in the church, he unscrews the cap and dunks the whole bottle into the font. And he fills it up, so he's got about a liter of holy water.
Good gravy.
Okay. Then I'll just return to the stakeout and wait for the shop closing up.
Okay. John, the car door opens up and Hicks hops back in with a bag from 7-Eleven.
He assumes he doesn't have to knock first.
So, anything interesting happened while I was gone?
Yeah, a bunch of people abandoned me on my stakeout.
Hey, Jane can only stake out things till 11 because I work for a living, so.
Yeah.
But 2 o'clock shows up and they close up. Everyone goes home. The lights get shut off.
And there's still a black SUV in the parking lot.
Claire and I are gonna go visit the ferry court.
Okay.
And I'm going to
break into the restaurant.
No.
Okay.
No, you're not.
Not break into, but I'll do some tests with the house.
Are you gonna sprinkle the chicken with holy water?
Not the chicken. I'll try it. I'll sprinkle some holy water on the door of the joint and see if anything interesting happens.
And the chicken hut goes up in flames.
The building does not burst into flames. You just have a wet doorway.
Okay.
And a very confused John.
And
do you tell him what you're doing, or is he just watching you spritz water on the door for no apparent reason?
Yeah, John, as far as you're concerned, he's got a bottle, a rather large bottle of bottled water that he's squirting at.
What are you doing? Marking your territory?
This is just a test, you know.
See if it's water soluble.
I want to see if
Chicken
anything
does not dissolve in water.
If anything happens when I try some experiment. The next one is the more interesting one. I'll try to see if anyone of the people who work here are able to enter this building tomorrow when they come back. After I draw a line of salt across the doorway.
Okay. You go ahead and lay down your salt across all the doors. There's actually
very just a little, so it's not too obvious. So a very fine line, and that's uninterrupted from just to block all the doors in this way. Yeah.
Okay. You lay the ones in the back, and you go to lay the one in the front. Just as you start pouring just as you complete the line in the front, a heavy wind comes up and blows all of the salt away.
John, does this feel like natural wind? Or was this somehow spooky?
It feels like wind to you. The salt in the back is unaffected.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I'm going to skip over to the girls who have gone to see the fairies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys get down to the crater, and you've brought, I'm assuming, the usual
accoutrement.
Bread, milk, and honey.
Yes, and probably a small container with some of the chicken, but we're not handing that over to them.
Okay. What's that? Okay. You get there, and it looks like there's a bit of a party going on.
Hopefully not with chicken.
No. There's just it's a little more revel-y than the bunch of fairies playing reveille. It's the boogie woogie. Yeah. Showing my age.
They're celebrating something.
Yes. They're having a party.
Probably celebrating the brief victory they had over the Unseelie Court in the previous episode.
Actually, exactly what they're celebrating.
Yeah, I would imagine.
There's a nice mock-up of a red cap done in wicker, and
I was gonna say,
is it on fire?
Nice.
Well, it looks like it's set to be lit, but it hasn't been lit yet.
Cool.
There's a giant pile of marshmallows right next to it.
You guys show up with your grocery bags full of stuff, and pretty much as soon as you cross into circle, it starts rattling.
Well, of course.
The party hits festivity level 3.
And in fact, pretty much by the time you get down to the center of the crater, it's been emptied.
Okay. Well, Then I guess,
George!
I don't think that's what we should be doing in this instance.
Sorry.
I guess then,
I hate politics.
we have to be polite, so, bow before the king and queen.
Okay. The queen doesn't acknowledge you, but the king bids you both rise.
Alright, I, pull out the little thing of chicken and whatnot, and, tell them that, we're trying to discern what kind of meat this is.
Pretty much as soon as you pull it out, every fairy within about 15 feet of you kind of cringes and puts their hands over their nose and mouth.
Oh, that's not good.
And they're like, get that foul beast out of here.
Country fried demon!
Get. And a whole bunch of them kind of swarm around both of you, and you both get stings on your asses, and you're basically kicked out of the circle.
Like, ow, ow, ow.
Ow! What the fuck?
I swear we're not meaning any harm. We just don't know what this is. We're really ignorant.
And yeah, you're basically shoved out of the circle, and when you turn around to try and go back in, it's just a crater.
Can we call for Puck and see if he'll come out?
Why don't you leave the chicken on the outside of it and go back in without the chicken?
Well, that was my plan.
Yeah.
You try it, and it does not work. You're still not.
Not welcome.
Yeah.
Puck!
Very helpful.
Puck!
You do not. Stop that. Get any response from Puck, and now that's just Clary.
Oh, most beautiful of man fairies, Puck.
You fight them fairies, Sammy.
It's Krista. I need you.
I just sit down in the middle of the circle and sulk right now.
You guys get no response.
Man, fucking fairies.
Yeah, I'm sure that will make them happy.
Yeah.
I don't even care right now. I'm pissed. Like, they could have just kicked the the stupid fucking whatever chicken or whatever it is out. Not us. We're just humans. They call us stupid, so stupid beings do stupid things, but no, of course not. They have to be dicks.
They just dump the chicken in the middle of the ring and walk away.
Stomp on
Leave
it a
you,
few times,
dump.
do a couple of
Like,
jumps,
I see
pirouette on it, and then walk the fuck out.
Give me a snarky bitch roll.
I think that's a snarky bitch win, regardless of whatever else she does.
I got 15.
Okay. You grind the chicken into the dirt, and are rewarded with another sting to your ass.
Oh.
I didn't give you permission to touch that.
A week and a half later, something sprouts.
Okay, so yes, you guys are not going to wind up getting any help from them. Meanwhile, John and Hicks, nothing shows up. for the evening, and they've closed down. You've done your decorating with salt and water, and nothing happens other than that one line of salt got blown away.
I draw another line, a bit stronger this time.
It stays.
Okay. So
we'll have to get back here early tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
Or we spend the night.
Yeah, possibly better to spend the night.
Yes, because I'm sure the cops won't come by the big black SUV parked all by itself with people sleeping in it.
Well, smoked windows, it can be hard
yes.
to tell.
They will never know. And we are special
As long as I
agents.
keep the reading light off.
Well, Hicks, you're the world's weirdest special agent. If that's
It just depends on what he's special at.
I was gonna take one look at him going, you're a
I
special
think
agent?
we're
I
all
should try out then.
special in our own little ways.
Yeah.
I am going to go top up.
I will settle for distinctive, thank you.
I am going to top up my drink, and I will be back in a minute. So you guys figure out.
More vodka!
Actually, how'd you know? And I'll be right back. So you guys figure out where you want to go from here.
All right, Claire. I say we should probably ask Janet to look up what beasts really offend the fairies.
Yeah, we should do that.
Maybe we'll come up with something.
Yes.
Now I'll have to get a rundown from Hicks on why he did the salt and water thing.
Yeah, that's easy, because I expect them to be at least in league or even foul beasts themselves. And I'd like to see who is able to enter a building and who is repelled by the salt.
Do you think that's actually going to work?
Yeah, if any one of those is a demon or something, I sure hope it will work.
If you want my opinion, I would mix the salt with water to scrub the ground in front of the entrance. Then you won't have any worries about wind blowing it away. It'll just soak into the pavement.
Well, there you get into a whole lot of them. Does a line of salt in front of a door actually keep a demon out? What we know about vampires has been proven wrong. What we know about werewolves has been proven wrong.
A line of salt's pretty generic for a lot of spirit type stuff, so.
And
so I have to wonder how good it is.
Rocco, shut up.
Some say it even works for witches, which is maybe most possibly most.
I know who we could test this with, though. Jane might be mad at us later for it.
I'm quite sure that's just a myth.
Not a witch.
No, not you.
You're quite sure there's an infinitesimal chance this will work.
He's not a witch either.
Yeah,
well, he's not the mage, Gene.
That's what I was afraid of.
It's just a test.
We'll just wave a projective null at it.
Science.
Here, Murphy.
You're absolutely certain there's a very small chance this will work.
Yes.
There's a good probability that it might possibly be.
Step 2 will be some more fun with holy water.
Some poor employee comes to work, gets soaked. How are you feeling? Have you burst into flames yet? Okay, next.
A bucket of holy water over the door is a bad idea.
What are you talking about? That's a great idea.
Your panda is fucking creeping me out. Move it.
Isn't it? I just love to see, because I can just see the mask. And it's like, doo-doo, Jigsaw is watching us.
Leave the cow out of it, too.
Well, he's over on the chair right now. He doesn't have his mask on anymore. And Ellie's the one that has the picture of both of them with their masks on, not me.
Okay. So, what's the plan?
They're conducting an inquiry.
Yeah, we're asking Janet what could, like, you know, with this chicken, what could really offend the fairies like that?
What animals really offend them?
She says, "What the hell are you asking me for?"
What? Well, who the fuck should I be asking?
The librarian?
You're at home sleeping, woman.
I know, because I'm a sane human being that recognizes we have daily lives still.
Who should we be asking, Janet? Please tell me. I'd love to know.
Why is she awake at 2 in the morning? Why is Janet awake at 2 in the morning?
You guys have never seen Janet not be here. Whenever you guys are around, Janet is here.
So you still haven't answered my question, Janet.
No.
Who should I be asking?
I don't know. Check the computers.
Isn't this what we pay you for?
You don't pay me anything.
I'm sure some portion of my tax dollars go to this.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Yeah.
You can only write off so many $4,000 toilets.
Okay, so to add on to my mumbling of fucking fairies, I'm adding on fucking secretaries now, too.
Oh, don't go there.
And I refuse to believe that your job is not to look things up, much like I refuse to believe that Australia exists.
I'm sure that really makes Australia feel bad.
Australia does not exist. It was made up by the Antarcticans.
I disbelieve.
That's all right. Australia doesn't believe in you either.
Yes. I would like to roll to disbelieve Australia. Roll.
No, she gets that for free. She is crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy. She's nuts. She's...
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, or you can ask Brad. He is the super...
Fine.
He is the sage. He's the one that knows shit.
Let's call Brad, because Janet is extremely unhelpful, and if he is not helpful, then I'm adding fucking sages to my list.
Janet, you slut.
Long list of people I refuse to sleep with in the future.
So you guys get a hold of Brad. You actually wake him up.
I don't care.
We need to if Janet cooperated.
I'm in a mood.
He's a little grumpy.
Yeah, well that's fine. I can match him.
But he's like, okay, I'll run a search through the databases. I'll get back with you in the morning. And he hangs up.
Who gave you my home number would be the first question I'd ask. But
yeah, we have a database.
Pretty much, his IM is hooked up to reach him at any time in case of emergency. And that's pretty much
really
what they
didn't
used
constitute
on
an
the
emergency.
system. No, not really.
I don't care.
Can we look around the headquarters to see if, for some bizarre reason, Puck happens to be around?
Puck, come here, you little fucking fairy.
Don't see it like that.
He doesn't care.
He might.
Go ahead.
He's the only one in the fairy court that just doesn't care that I'm rude.
You could just dance naked around the break room. I'm sure that would get his attention.
Give me a crazy bitch roll and a snarky bitch roll.
17.
11.
Okay. You two are raging down the main hallway, yelling back and forth, calling for Puck, kind of cussing each other out in the process. Claire's not in a bad mood, so Krista feeds it back.
Krista's calling isn't going to draw him out. Claire's calling him out isn't going to draw him out. But the two of them possibly getting into a cat fight.
Mine just happened.
Like I said, dance naked around the break room.
So you guys are yelling and
Kitty.
screaming, going down the hallway, and all of a sudden you hear the sound of something falling over in one of the interrogation rooms.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I guess we should go investigate because fucking Janet's not gonna do it.
Well, yes, I don't think that would accomplish much at all,
Barge
actually.
in and be like, who the fuck is knocking shit around in here?
You bust open the door, and all you see is a mop bucket and a mop. And the mop has looks like it's hitting the wall. The handle is hitting the wall and falling to the floor.
No, it's the mop fairies! Run for your lives!
Oh my god, Mickey Mouse has been here.
Can I use my neurotic artist to see if I notice anything?
You can try.
And the cat was not impressed.
Oh.
No, the cat just doesn't like Mickey Mouse. She knows that he's the evil overlord.
I got a 20.
Okay. You don't see anything except the mop bucket. There is some steam rising out of the bucket, though.
Is the water hot?
Yep.
Oh.
It's fresh. We need to look out the window.
There is no window.
It's underground.
We're underground, Krista!
No.
What the hell do we need a window for?
So you can see the dirt!
What a great idea! Let's remodel so we can have a window so Krista can look out it.
Crap. Okay.
So, yes. Mop buckets. Hot water.
Uh-huh.
I kick the bucket.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Hot water goes sloshing out and actually gets all over your leg.
Funeral is lovely.
Wow.
And you make quite a sudsy mess of the floor.
Good, I feel better now.
Well, I'm glad you do.
So yes, that's it. Other than that, there's nothing else. Were you crying, Martha?
No, I was laughing too hard.
Other than
Yes.
that, there is nothing in the room.
Fine, storm back out.
Okay.
You're just gonna leave the giant puddle of... Okay?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
That's it. I'm going into the kitchen, I'm going to pull up my shirt, and I'm going to see if that attracts pugs.
Okay.
No, people are going to think you use that solution for everything.
Well, you know what? It gets results.
Actually, it gets none.
Damn.
Nice rock, though.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I worked very hard at cultivating it.
You think they just grow on trees? Well, if you're Morgan,
Sometimes they might.
There's a dog.
okay, so yes, that does not work.
Well, now that you've flashed the kitchen...
Don't encourage the corgi.
Gargi!
Rocco, shut up.
Okay. So nothing in the kitchen, nothing in the interview rooms, except for a knocked over mop bucket.
Is he in the conference room on Brad's computer?
No, and that was a laptop, so Brad took it with him.
Damn.
I thought there was a computer in the meeting room.
There's normally the people would bring in laptops.
Oh.
But there's a beamer.
I would look up how to offend fairies, but apparently
You're
all you
already
have to
very
do is
good at
brave.
I was going to say, you could write a manual at this point. How to offend fairies, step 1.
There are a few
exist.
other rooms down
Yeah,
here. you can
exactly.
check.
Well, we would like to check them all then.
Okay. You guys,
2 a.m., you need to sleep at some point.
you guys
I know you're
don't
college
find
students.
anything in the offices, in the interrogation rooms, in the holding cells. You don't find anything. You don't find anything in the infirmary. However, when you go into the lab, the professor is still working, and looking around, you actually see a container of food seems to have fallen behind one of the racks of equipment.
Can we pick it up?
You pull out the equipment a bit, and it looks like it's the container of ghost pepper laced chicken wings.
Oh, you've killed Puck. Oh, no.
Good
And
job, Hicks.
underneath that, you find a frozen puck.
Oh, you've killed
Frozen?
Puck.
Frozen?
You
Like frozen?
Puck.
Like frozen? How like just frozen in place or like ice?
Like frozen in place.
Well, pick him up then.
Are you happy now, Hicks? You have your revenge.
I didn't do anything.
You ordered the chili frickin' chicken.
I think it's just
Yeah.
because he was buried under whatever that is that the fairies don't like. I don't think it's really the ghost peppers. I
Yeah.
hope. Otherwise, we have fairy repellent.
Pick him
Pepper
up.
spray.
I promise I will not throw him across the room as much as I want to.
Pick him up.
you-
Snuggle him to your bosom.
Well, that's Krista. Not
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, that'll wake him
yeah.
right up.
You pick him up. One of his wings is actually shattered.
Oh my god.
Aww. Can the
And
professor
it's in
fix
a
him?
bunch of little pieces.
Oh my god.
The professor comes over and he's like, I wondered why he'd gotten quiet.
You didn't think to look?
I've been busy. I have a lot of work here to do. I'm still
sure
running
you
the
do.
sequencing.
Can
He's
you
like,
fix his wing?
he's like, I don't know. Put him down.
Well-
You know, I actually don't even think we have any genetic samples of fairy on file. This would
No,
be very
we-
helpful.
stop sampling
Um,
Puck. Bad boyfriend.
He begins.
Can you take a sample from Buck like this?
Yes, please don't harm the Puck.
Let Krista take the sample.
He actually
No.
picks up
Yeah, I was gonna
broken
say.
chunks of wing, and he's like, I think this will be good enough.
Okay. I try to place Puck on top of Krista's boobs.
It is the healing power of boobs.
He says, let's get him over to the infirmary.
Oh,
Okay.
should we put him on a big bed, or like, do we have any fairy beds, or should we order some fairy beds?
You don't have any cat beds, no. You just put him in the middle of one of the big ones. It'll be fine.
Okay.
He gets out a stethoscope and puts it over top of Puck's chest, and he's like, well, I think that's a pulse. Or
What
the
does it sound like?
samba. I don't think he's completely out of it yet. Let's try. What do they normally eat?
We usually take them bread and honey and milk.
Okay.
But, he eats things like, jalapenos
Jalapeno
and
peppers
Krista.
and Krista.
Yeah, that was where I was going with that.
I mean, I only placed
Wow.
one of your boobs There's plenty of. I mean, there's another place.
Okay, no, that is not what fairies are for. Stop it. Bad gamers.
That's what Krista uses them for.
Mental image, do not want!
You started this.
I'm just envisioning Puck nestled neatly in between them.
How much street would you
Between
sow?
both of them.
Okay, so you get him laid down, and the professor says, try and get him some more of that food. I'll try to get it into him somehow.
Intravenously.
Hopefully he's I don't have any needles anywhere near small enough to get it into him that way. If he even has veins, I don't know.
I don't know.
Is there like a rectal injection? Like, what?
Okay, all right, guys. I love you all dearly, but if you have a sick fairy, why the heck aren't you taking him back to the fairy circle?
Because they
Where there
don't
are fairy
like
doctors.
us.
Where there are
mad
fairy
at
doctors.
They will not speak to us.
But I'm pretty
You
sure
will
they'll
have
take
to find
him
someone
back.
else to take him back then.
No, we're not getting stung in the ass again.
Then you'll have to find someone else to
If I
take
get
him
stung
back.
in the ass again, Puck is going all the way across the circle.
Am I even
And it's
speaking
not
English?
because I'm
I'm just thinking.
Besides, at this point, it's better for us to keep him here until we know more. Because we need to know what did this to him. And the
And
fairies sure as hell aren't going to tell us.
Yeah, but don't kill him.
Yes,
Kill him.
that would be a dead fairy's going to tell us even less than a slightly
Yeah.
unconscious
the professor
fairy.
says,
I guess the stakeout continues unabated then.
well, you guys, like I said, they're closed up for the night. You guys can go home or do something
Yeah.
else. If you're going to
Sleep.
sleep there,
It
that's
wouldn't
fine.
be much of a stakeout if we didn't, now would it? Have an energy bar. Yeah.
Okay. The professor tries to tend to him. He says, "You two go get some sleep. I'll try to figure out what's going on."
I go in and just fall asleep on one of the cots in the
Okay.
Yeah, I think
holding
I'm
cells.
going to follow Claire's example.
Okay.
So tempted to lock you two in when I get back.
We'll find our way out.
Morning comes around. John, you wake up and Hicks is actually asleep on your shoulder.
Aww. Aww.
Aww.
Says the fairy killers.
Hicks killed the fairy.
Kill
No, I
anyone.
didn't. I never did. He
Yes.
took whatever he took for himself. He's
This
a
is your
grown.
revenge, Hicks.
He's a
This
grown
is your
fairy.
revenge.
He's a grown fairy. He knows what's good for him.
Several centuries old, he can fend for himself. As for
I blame
Hicks,
you, Hicks.
if he's not drooling, I'm not going to jostle him awake. I don't want the SUV moving unexpectedly.
Oh my.
If your secret agent vehicle's a rockin', don't come a knocking. Okay, so you guys get.
If anyone draws that conclusion with both of us in there, they're getting a face full of Mr. Spicy. That's just it. That's it. And then I climb all over him
Oh, really? No.
Aggressively.
with extreme prejudice and feet.
Okay. You wake up. You look around. You check the clock on the dash, and it's about 9 in the morning.
No.
Yeah, your alarm goes off at 7. Jane.
Yeah, I would, assuming I'm not going to work, once I'm up and ready, I'd touch in with my stakeout buds and see what I need to restock on the car, and then bring the new supplies with me when I go in.
Okay. Well, you
You
wake
know,
up.
it's also just occurred to me, if we need to shut down foul territory suddenly over suspicions that something is going on there, We could probably, we could probably. I'm not sure about an FDA level event, but local health authorities might be coerced into enforcing a temporary closure.
Okay.
We just release a couple of blue rats.
Past that, no.
Blue glowing raw chicken.
Well, considering there was a blue chicken already, I don't know that it would hurt.
You guys, well, you try. What was that? Okay. Jane, you try to give a call to them when you get up and get ready, but it just goes straight to voicemail.
Okay, then I stop and I get breakfast foods. I assume I'd have a general idea of what they'd eat. Get big chunk of coffee, like one of the Dunkin' Donuts carry box. No.
Okay.
And then refills for munchies and stuff. I give a call into base while I'm on and see if my beloved boyfriend has learned anything useful.
He picks up the phone. Well, Janet answers the phone, and then she transfers you back to the professor. The professor says, well, apparently somehow Puck got into some of the chicken last night, and he's calcified. I've been managing...
What did the other fairies say?
We haven't made contact with him. I've been nursing him myself. He seems to be getting a bit better. There's a little bit of pliability to his one remaining wing.
Wouldn't the other fairies be the best people to take care of him?
I suppose so, but I wouldn't want to turn back over there and be the one to turn their ambassador back over to them in this state.
Well, better injured than dead.
Like I said, he seems to be getting better. His one wing has pliability now where it did not before.
We'll see.
The other two are...
well, if he ate it, at least we know it's not bad. The fairies must think it's food if he went through it.
Well, he went for only one of them. That was
the ghost pepper chicken.
Highly spiced. He may not have known what it was.
Oh. Well, there goes that theory. Okay, well, I'm going to go to back to the stakeout car, because they're both sound asleep, apparently.
Okay.
Give me a call if y'all find anything.
Okay, well, I did get some initial results back on the DNA. It does have, while not actually any chicken markers, it does have some markers in concert with avian species, as well as some reptilian markers.
Dragon meat?
It's a dinosaur. It's a pterodactyl. I knew it. Yes, pterodactyl. Okay, well, without cloning one, do you think you're going to be able to figure out what it is?
I'm not... Without a full specimen, I'm not sure I could tell you.
Okay.
All I can really say is it's part reptilian, and it could be an intermediate stage between reptile and avian. I'm not sure.
Good Lord,
Let him clone it.
No, we're not cloning unknown things. Okay, well, we'll see what the stakeout brings, and if you get anything else, give us a call. Otherwise, we're going to sit in a car and stare at a chicken place all day again.
Okay.
Ooh.
No, it fits perfectly. Part chick, okay. Part bird, part reptile, turns people to stone.
Girl?
Cockatrice.
This is true. But I thought they were really hard to hatch. And I guess my thing would be if you had to make a whole bunch of them in order to feed people using them. Because don't you have to bury the egg in like a manure pile and then have it hatched by a toad or something funky like that?
Well, that's up to their supplier, I guess. Maybe they have a way of mass producing. It's just the existing pattern of.
Oops.
Yep, he was breaking up there, so.
Okay.
Hopefully
That's not a good point.
The cockatrice farm.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that would be an interesting job. Wear mirrored sunglasses all the time.
So, Jane, you head over to the stakeout. You get there and knock on the window. And that's when John wakes up and sees Hicks asleep on his shoulder.
Thankfully, the windows are tinted, so I can't see nothing.
Exactly.
Yep.
And
Please tell me Hicks
here
has
comes
his pants
David.
on.
No, he got comfy
God, let's
for the
hope
night.
so.
Are you back, David? Okay, there you are.
You must defend your
Let's try
honor,
this again.
David.
Okay.
How many of you were wearing pants? Quick, quick.
All of me?
Okay. What actually woke you up, David, is Jane knocking on the window.
Oh, okay. I'll unlock the doors for her.
Okay. You hear the door unlock.
Click.
Jane.
Okay, open it up. Let
Okay.
the smell of fresh coffee and breakfast foods waft inwards.
And the smell of, morning breath and grogginess flow out.
Yes, the smell of stale college students wafts outwards. Roll down all the windows. Let it air out.
Well, what time is it?
It's about 9 o'clock.
9.
Okay. Is anyone here now? Is the place open again?
No,
No.
not yet. They
Not
don't
yet.
open till 11, but they have to have food ready by that time, so people should be arriving soon.
Yeah. I'll check the salt line with my with a pair of binoculars.
All of the lines are still in place.
Yes.
Have any of the employees' cars come into the lot yet?
Not yet, no. But as soon as Jane gets in the vehicle, about 5 minutes later, the first of them comes in.
And if I see you using binoculars to stare at it, I'm going to ask you, because the building's not that far away, what you're looking at.
Yeah, it's just a little experiment.
What sort of experiment?
He wouldn't tell me either.
It's
And you didn't think to maybe go look? I mean, it's a little late now, but really, you're the worst babysitter ever.
Hey, but I'm okay. It's a line of salt. I'm sure
All right.
if one of those is also, I'm 30% sure that if one of the employees is not from our plane, it will somehow affect him.
It's a good idea. Worth a try, at least. See, wasn't that better than going, I'm not going to tell you till you find out, ha ha ha?
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised here.
You guys, the person gets out of their car. From the uniform style they're wearing, you guess it's the manager. They walk up and unlock the back door and walk right in.
Mm-hmm.
Close the door behind them.
Okay, anybody else coming in, or?
After about another 5 or 10 minutes, a few more people show up.
None of them seem to be having problems?
None of them have problems walking through the back door.
Well, darn. There goes an easy answer.
Round about 11 o'clock, the manager comes up and unlocks the front door, and then the first patrons show up about 10 minutes later.
Okay, I will share with my car mates everything that I learned from ye old boyfriend.
Okay.
Okay. Bad news about Puck. If only they had someone else who could take him in there. Let's see.
Yeah. Why
As
did
for
he?
the rest, cockatrice.
That's not a bad idea. Actually, I will call back ye old boyfriend and share with him the cockatrice idea, because that
Okay.
sounds logical to me.
He says, "Well,
And
I suppose that's possible. Let me check the database."
Can't hurt to check anyway.
Yeah.
And then also share with him the stuff that Hicks tried with the line of salt. Did you tell me about the holy water or just the line of salt?
Just a line of salt.
Okay.
But I'll tell you that the second experiment will be something to do with holy water.
I take away all super soakers.
You are not getting Mr. Soapy away from me.
You may not super soaker any of the employees.
Of course not.
All right.
That would be just weird, right?
It would be especially weird
Coming
for me.
from
I
you,
soap up
nothing
things
is
now and then
bad.
a slide. Okay. It would be especially weird coming from me. I only soap up those things I intend to slide off of.
That's wrong.
Not even touching that.
Yeah. Too slippery a topic.
My mental image foo is strong.
That it is.
You hold on. Okay.
And you wonder why people leave comments on the videos going, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much all we've gotten. Actually, this time we also got the comment, "Are you all lawyers?"
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome sauce.
Why?
Because we were discussing the lawyer at the time, and passing the bar.
Oh.
I think at most so far we've had 3 viewers. Right now we're sitting at 1. So hi out there.
Hello, whoever you are.
Boy, we feel sorry for your sanity. Ours is already in.
Yeah, I was gonna say ours is gone. So.
Mine is beyond dispute. My sanity is beyond many things.
So yeah, you guys have customers showing up and coming and going.
Pay attention to the customers. See how many of them seem to be moving slowly or vaguely like they've got arthritis. Because if they're getting calcification, the joints are probably one of the easiest places for that to take hold, I'd assume.
Actually, most of the actual movements are fluid in and of themselves. It's a
neurological disorder, so where it's going to affect
where it's
them
first
is the-
noticed.
Well, yeah, no, I was going to say with Puck, it obviously it broke his wing, so...
Well, he's also much, much smaller.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking for
You got
eventual...
a much stronger dose of it, as far as body weight is concerned.
So yeah, in humans, from what the professor could tell, the effects are shown neurologically first.
Okay.
Before there's any actual structural damage.
Well, at least it's reversible, so that's something.
You two wake up.
Mm-hmm.
The girls. And
them too.
Yes, those two. And you're actually tucked in on the cots. Someone seems to have brought in a blanket and actually tucked you in. And it seems rather cozy in here for a Stark 5x5 cell.
Well, that was odd.
I don't know.
And in fact, you wake up feeling pretty refreshed
Really nice.
and calm.
They've
Me?
probably got a spell on it to help undrunk
Yes.
the
For being in what is effectively a prison cell, you feel really, really good about today.
Okay then.
I like that enchantment. I want one of those.
I distrust this highly.
You feel so little bitchy, you're scared.
Pretty much.
What have you done to me?
Oh dear
Whoops.
God.
We've knocked her
lost Emmy.
offline, that's what we've done.
Good job.
She was so anti-bitchy, she vanished.
She got better.
I hope so. Be a very, very sad day if they don't have each other to argue with.
Who, me and Krista?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe I was talking about somebody else. Yeah,
well,
go ahead.
I can argue with anyone, so that doesn't even matter.
I know, I just don't want to be the target. As long as you're facing each other, we're all good.
The rest of you are fine.
You guys have never given me reason to, like, go off on you.
Okay, so yes, you both wake up feeling pretty relaxed and refreshed.
I totally need to start napping there. Share this
no,
information with the rest of us.
I think this worries me more than the calcification at the moment.
I might turn into a nice person. Oh dear God!
So,
Horrible thought.
Heaven forbid.
do you guys want to do first? Krista, I'm assuming you'll head to the infirmary to check on Puck.
Yeah, let's go see how the little... Yeah, is...
Yep, and we just lost her.
Oh, did we?
Yep.
Alright, it shouldn't be long before it happens to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say your picture's already gone on my screen, so
Oh, great.
yeah. Of course, that might mean I'm next. So
You're perfectly fine to me, everyone else.
Aw, thanks.
whoop.
And Brian's frozen
Brian.
up.
No.
He just does that sometimes. One game, he was just sitting there, like, with this face, like...
So wrong. So very
for so long, and I didn't notice it, and then I watched the video later, and I saw just how long, like, I was, like, looking down at all my notes, and it, like, he did that for at least, like, a minute to 2 minutes, just that.
Brian, you naughty boy, you.
Yeah, well, you know. I need a spanking.
Not it.
Aw.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm sure you've got the backhand. Anyway.
Am I the only one who's just seeing his picture?
No,
yes.
I see
No, I don't see
everybody.
anybody.
I see everybody just normal.
I'm just seeing Brian's picture. That's all I see.
Well, can you hear him?
I can hear him, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, then whatever.
It'll probably come through eventually. It
Fortunately.
probably just hasn't loaded yet. Anyway, so yes, you guys go to check on Puck. He's actually got some color back. If you touch him, his skin kind of gives a little.
Ooh, he's squishy.
It looks
Don't
like
squish the fairy.
he's getting better.
Good.
Except for the fact that he now only has one wing.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
not good.
That's just temporary.
Right.
I would hope so.
Of course. He's a fairy. He needs 2 wings.
Are you making some comment about him being a fairy?
He is a fairy!
He is a fairy, but I think there's a double entendre there somewhere.
Do you guys do anything else after checking on Puck?
We'll probably have to get back down to our stakeout. I don't know.
Oh, stakeouts. How wonderful. Yeah, I guess we have to do that.
Okay. You want to check anything else out before you go?
May as well check around and see if we notice anything else odd.
Well,
Okay.
let's at least see if the bucket that I kicked over has been cleaned.
Yeah, you go in there. There is no sign of the bucket or the water. The room is nice and spick and span, but there is, however, a window in the wall.
Oy.
Look out on
Showing what? What?
Is it just showing dirt?
Pretty much dirt and concrete on the other side. Yeah.
I love it.
Okay then.
That's quick.
I pull out my stick of lipstick and write "thank you" on the window. And
When
then
you clean this later, you'll think of me.
yes.
Here, I'm gonna put lipstick on my lips and kiss it just underneath the thank you.
Aww.
Sure you don't want to
Okay.
smear any
Now
on
you're
the
flirting with the building.
stick them on.
Why not? She flashed it once.
She's flashed it more than once.
She's like, whatever.
Okay, so you You then head out to your stakeout. Similar thing set up. They've got people coming in. The professor fills you in on everything else before you go, so you're brought up to speed on the results he's found and what the other team has.
And Brad knows how to get a hold of us if he finds anything. So.
Brad actually calls John first and says, well, with the new information that the professors put into the system, yeah, fairies really do not like cockatrice.
That would fit. How are they with basilisk?
Who does?
Popped up.
They not particularly fond of them either. They have a very low resistance to those kind of creatures, at least in the mythology. Again, we don't have samples of either. Well, I guess we do now, but
there are samples of one of them, maybe.
Don't know which is which. The professor's actually working on doing a mock-up of fairy genetics as well. Also, some samples he's gotten from Puck.
Let's just not make any more, because I'm
sure Puck is going to be thrilled.
I'm frickin' over them.
I'm just imagining Faye with glowing. I'm just imagining the glowing blue Faye now.
I love how I don't have to come up with plot ideas. You guys do it for me.
Yeah, basically.
You love us.
I'm just thinking of Faye addicted to ghost peppers now. Must have another fix.
Which is probably how it happened. The ghost pepper was so strong.
It covered up the smell.
Yeah, Puck couldn't identify the mystery meat underneath.
But he should have known that he was where we keep our the samples.
How was he eating food out of the lab anyway?
He should know the smell what was coming out of there.
Kinds of shit in there, not just the questionable meat. You guys were testing everything.
But
we might have just thought it was leftovers.
He was talking to the professor, though, because the professor said he was talking, and he didn't mention anything to the professor about what it is he was working on?
No, the professor
Maybe if
said...
he had been more clearly marked.
Did the professor say he was talking or just making noise?
Yeah, I was going to say. Does Puck really have anything to talk to the professor about, other than, oh, look, food, thank you?
But Puck is noisy.
So, anyway, you guys sit through your stakeouts. Pretty much nothing happens during the day. Night falls and the traffic starts to pick up for the bars.
Alright.
Okay,
Do I have to work tomorrow? What's my schedule like?
You do have to work tomorrow, yes.
Okay, then I will once again head home at a sane bedtime.
Okay.
Okay, this schedule is not going to work out for us because we're going to need to sleep and shower and things. What I'd like to do, well, I'm going to hit bed for now.
Okay. Yeah, let's set up a camera.
Yeah, we actually did a wireless camera rig on the tunnel entrance at the Mataquanara Bridge.
You guys are able to set up something similar at both restaurants, or even all three if you choose to.
All three,
Yeah.
since I believe all three showed the same marker issue.
We want to check with the professor to see if Puck's gotten any better.
He still hasn't come around yet, but he's pliable now. Primary targets in all cases, the loading dock.
Okay.
The place where they bring the food, where they bring products in.
Okay.
And even if they don't bring chicken in, or whatever they're calling chicken these days, they're going to have to bring in other things like refills for the soda machines, potatoes for French fries, etc., and the vegetables.
But consider who they have a contract with, so maybe they don't even get anything brought to them.
Maybe if at one of the if we get nothing until even the next day, let's go in and somehow buy up everything. And then a truck has to come and bring them shit. I mean,
yeah, but maybe it just shows up, whatever they need.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I say
They
we
might
have
just
John
show
do
up.
it. They know he
They
eats
could
a
have
lot.
some sort of cornucopia freezer.
I think the John and the professor should do it because the professor eats a lot.
They're the most believable out of all of us.
Yes.
That is true.
So they can just go and just buy up everything.
Well, you guys set up your cameras and head off to get some sleep.
Hell, I'm sleeping in the
Yeah,
The
you gonna
cot
share
again.
with us that that is like the perfect room to sleep in?
No, I'm not gonna
Evil
tell you
person.
guys that.
Damn it.
And I'm sleeping in the cot again.
I think I'm gonna do the same.
Okay.
To suck.
Brownie therapy. Good deal.
Krista, if we put the cots together, we could sleep together.
The cots are actually
that's right,
bolted
they-
to the
Part of the wall. They're part of the wall. You tried this before.
That's right, I know.
Well,
Two people in one cot if you really wanted to.
Krista and Claire can be relatively tiny. I think they can handle it.
One cot.
We'll be all warm and fuzzy in the morning.
Just don't kick me and we're good. Well, if Hicks walks in on it, he'll love it, so...
We'll wake up and he'll be sitting across the room watching us.
He'll have the door open, be sitting in the hall.
No, I need some sleep myself. I just set up a camera to watch you.
That's even worse.
Streaming to the internet.
It's not creepy at all.
You know,
You like to roll your foreign exchange.
So you guys check the feeds the next morning. And
find yourself on one of them now.
And
You're
at
like, wait, why
at exactly midnight, trucks pull in at all 3 restaurants.
Ooh.
And what's the marker on the trucks? Whose trucks
you
are
can't.
Let me
You
guess,
can only. Well, actually, you can make it out on. You can see it on all 3 of them. One of them, it's a little fuzzy, but it looks like the writing on the side of the truck is twice as good chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
But-
let's
Something.
Chicken that tastes even better the second time through.
John, go ahead and give me a sweats the small stuff roll.
Small stuff being sweated. 14.
Okay,
there's something wrong with that W.
Well, and twice?
Yes.
Should I use my my neurotic artist to try and see if I can figure it out?
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
Is it 2 U's? Or is it really a K?
18.
What do you- 18? Looks like there's an R hidden in there.
Well, that's odd.
Trice. As good.
Mm-hmm.
Price.
Cockatrice.
Christ.
That's not good.
Cockatrice! Yeah.
Oh. I think
So
we
the
have
trucks
our
pull
answer.
in and are there for about a half an hour.
And
And
the good news is we can tell Brad what kind of meat it is now.
Ugh.
and then then they all 3 trucks pull out at once.
That's a
Hero-
clockwork operation.
That sounds like a really bad porno.
Yeah.
This
Okay
game is so far
then.
gone. I was gonna say you have changed the rating on these videos, right?
Yeah, these are pretty adult videos. With, like me.
Yeah, we're really not so much in the G rating.
More like a G-spot.
We're just
Well, to be fair, were we ever G rating? Because I think we've said the F word in every single one. So I don't think we've ever been G rating.
True.
So
Sadly.
Well, at least we know nobody's actually watching them, so there's some consolation. Jeez.
Except for those people too immature to understand him, so that's a plus.
Yes.
One person just posted to the comment thread, use ad block.
What? Okay.
Oh, for the porn
The
pop-up.
porn pop-ups, that must have been it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Good suggestion.
I was trying to figure out, and then they also said, "So, bros, what are you talking about?" That's the same one that said, "Are you all lawyers?"
Do I look like a lawyer?
We would
Or a bro.
very interesting lawyers. Rules lawyers.
Oh God, I hope not.
Well, Andreas, you do have a certain bro-ish look about you. You're more bro than ladies.
Well, and you're more bro than a lawyer, so.
Anywho, so yes,
Mm-hmm.
you guys let Brad know, and he lets the professor know what to catalog the genetic markers as in the system.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can identify cockatrice should you come across it again.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to point out to everyone that mirrored sunglasses are a very good idea.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Might want to get some of those.
I'm gonna
Possibly.
get some.
Pretty sure headquarters has such a thing.
Oh yeah, you can get it.
Failing that, I'm pretty sure the 7-Eleven does.
Yeah, that's also true.
Freaking Janet.
So anyway, yeah, well, Janet can get them for you, no problem.
Yeah.
She has the magic drawer of
She's
magicness.
going to cooperate.
Janet could get them for us prescription.
She can supply you with anything. She cannot give you answers to questions that she does not know the answer to. She's not the information person.
Press first.
She is not the information person.
Sometimes we have to get the answers for ourselves.
Or just find out who the information person is and ask
Yeah.
them.
Fred is an
Constantly.
information person.
Anyway, you two wake up the next morning. Krista, you're actually on the floor. But nicely tucked in with a blanket that you did not have when you went to sleep.
Cool.
Claire, you're tucked in as well.
Is there breakfast supplied this morning?
No.
I don't
Not
think
a
they're gonna be
hotel.
that nice.
No, but that would have been awesome.
Check the fridge. You never know.
There's no fridge in the holding cells.
Yes, but we have a kitchen.
It's also true.
So which day was this with the trucks coming at midnight?
It is Sunday.
Sunday.
So
Sunday night at midnight.
Monday morning.
Okay, that's also style. Well done.
Can we
And
have
on the
Brad
7th day, they
look
restocked.
up, Brad or Janet look up any information on this company?
Brad tries to look it up, and all he manages to find is 3 trucks registered to the company. There's no actual address, though, or any other information.
What about vehicle registrations?
Again, it's registered to the company, but it's a P.O. box.
Quite an operation if they can grow chickens out of a post office.
Is there a P.O. box anywhere in the vicinity?
The P.O. box is actually at Ravenhurst post office.
Then I say we stake that out a little bit.
No.
And see who...
No, that's a little too much staking out. To get a PO box, though, you have to register with the post office. Does
Yes, you
our
do.
lead hacking / information guru have access to that sort of database?
Yes. You guys are that database.
All right.
Every other government and pseudo-government database. However, that particular sector seems to be corrupted. All the information that it can get is that, yes, the box is registered, rent is always paid.
That's not good.
Yeah.
For the past few weeks, at least.
Just think about where this meat is coming from. It will not be from Idaho or somewhere. It will be from a different plane. So the trucks will be there too, and they will just appear here on this plane shortly before they come.
So we need to
what you
hijack
need,
a chicken truck?
or spread a line of salt across the parking lot.
Yeah, one.
That isn't quite
option.
as much fun.
But it will still. This will only.
Watching a truck collide with an invisible wall. Effing hilarious, man.
That would be true.
You
That
could
would be
wash
true.
the entire parking lot in salt water.
Or you could just sit there with a super soaker.
I'm pretty sure Bryan doesn't have the same effect.
But what we want to do is we want to
Salty
destroy. We want to destroy the operation.
The reason that salt works around doorways and whatnot is, according to legend, vampires and demons or whatnot are severely OCD. So that when they come to it, they actually have to stop and count every single grain.
Yeah, I've heard
that
of
is awesome.
Before they can try and pass it. And normally, by the time they get done, the sun is up and they can't go through anyway.
Fine, just wash the parking lot down in holy water.
I'm thinking we just watch the trucks down in holy water when they show up.
Yes, that's the way to go, and find where they're coming from, and destroy the
Hey, we're
cockatrice
James
farm.
Bond people. We've got to have tracers we can shoot that'll stick to the side of the truck that'll tell us where the truck goes.
I was just thinking of a design. I was just thinking of the design of such a booger gun.
Yeah, because I was going to say the trucks are real. The trucks are registered, so they should be physically here. So.
But they may go
oddly
through
enough, on the
portal.
videos, you guys could not see anything of the drivers.
Yeah.
Can't say I'm surprised. Maybe it's a matter of repositioning cameras, although I'm not sure we want this to go on another week or two.
Yeah, waiting until next week for those.
For, like, you know, another whatever, just waiting for a truck.
Yeah, but we can make authorities investigate the kitchens of these establishments and close them down for.
And they'll think
We're
it's
only going to have a
probably
basic set
chicken.
of tests that will not turn up anything wrong with the
Wait,
chicken.
no, I was going to say, but the professor has the test results that show that the meat is not chicken, right?
Yes, he has the organization-based test results.
Can't we
Yes.
can't we duplicate those tests
Secret
in an outside
organization.
lab?
Yeah,
Can't we
secret.
duplicate those tests in an outside lab?
No.
Wait.
Secret organization.
You guys are the government.
That's a scary thought.
I'm pretty sure we don't run the FDA.
You have backdoors into the FDA. You have
Really?
backdoors into every government organization. You can impersonate any government official.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can
No,
close.
this is going to cut into my studies, but Janet, I'm going to need some manuals from the FDA and Pennsylvania State Health Authorities.
Okay.
Yeah, if anybody's going to impersonate them, he's a good person.
She shows you where you can pull up those files. Go ahead and give me a Cram King roll.
Cramming. A middling roll. 15.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty well versed. You're good to go. Do you think?
I didn't really want to do this way, though. Not terribly happy about it. I have other things. I have other things to study right now.
Well, I was going to say, why do we have to do it? Why can't we put a false report into their system to force them to go investigate it?
Yes.
Well, let's see. What we'd have
Because
to do.
they would start testing and they wouldn't find anything wrong.
Well,
No,
they
but I
wouldn't
mean,
find
supply
anything
them with
wrong,
the-
but I think
supply
she's
them with
got
the
the
test-
right idea.
That
Yeah,
show they're not chicken.
Supply them with test results, right? Test results that have already been done.
Like from PETA or something.
Or forged results that indicate high concentrations of salmonella.
Yes.
Yeah, or arsenic, or I don't know. Something. Well, I mean, we don't want to do something that they can easily disprove when they go back in. If we can
Well,
say,
there's
this
that.
isn't chicken, this is the test we used to prove it isn't chicken.
It's really bald eagle meat.
Well, you know.
And they would run for a test for that and find out that it wasn't.
They'd also find out it wasn't chicken.
No, they probably wouldn't.
They would run enough tests to see that it was chicken, because they wouldn't test for the lizard parts or the protein markers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't it still come up as kind of a poultry thing?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and we just
still
need
poultry. It's just
we just need to close them for a few days to give the customers a break from eating this.
Yeah, I'm just.
Is anyone
I'm
going to
trying to
ask me
figure
what
it
the PO box number was?
Yes,
What is
Six,
the
six,
PO box number?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of
Yes.
course.
I
So
hate
why did
being
we have
right
to ask you?
sometimes.
Because
I
he just
wanted to
wanted to be able to say that.
He wanted it on record. Has the organization ever dealt with anything of this sort of bent before, where it appears that someone has made a deal with the devil, or?
Not in recent record. There's some stuff back from the early 1800s, yes. But most of that hasn't been digitized.
You know, the next step would be, rather than sending something through to, rather than waiting for the trucks to come around next week, send something to the P.O. box, stake it out, watch who picks up the mail, follow them.
Well, you do get text messages now that tell you when you've got something in your P.O. box. So that
Really?
isn't. Yeah, I get them to my phone. They tell me when something's arrived in the box, so it's not. It's not unlikely.
Wait, isn't this what I already suggested and everybody told me nobody was
Well,
doing it
no,
for
because
takeout?
that was before, because they don't always check P.O. boxes. Like, before I got the little text alert things, I used to check it once a month, because I didn't expect stuff to come in. Or once a week, and... See, I'm not thinking anything actually goes to that P.O. box. I'm not thinking anybody's going to be checking it, though, because it's not a real business. They're not going to get mail.
Yeah, they're running a small vertical monopoly, basically.
Yeah, and I'm not sure we should start writing to this organization.
I'm not proposing we use our actual names.
Yeah, but I'm not sure it would help us stay anonymous if we just write false names down there. They will have resources like us, or even better resources.
Yes, but everybody gets junk mail, whether or not they want it.
This is quite
I'll
true.
be right back.
So they're going.
All right, do we have... Oh, it's 6. I actually have to head out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will go to work, since that's what I do, and if you guys
Okay.
need any librarianisms libraried, Brian can do that for me.
Okay.
And otherwise, I will see you next week.
Okay.
Fine, go
Bye.
get grown up.
Sorry.
Schmuck.
Oh, come on, you stupid thing.
Okay. I'm gonna go pee.
Have fun. That enigmatic smile says it all.
So what now, really?
Well, I gave one suggestion.
We're gonna have to really try and send something in and watch.
Well, that's one approach.
And do what when someone
Who picks it up?
Follow them.
Yeah.
all the way to
Leave a
hell?
camera.
All the way to the portal to hell, at least.
Okay.
Do we know how one breeds a cockatree?
Yeah, I'm sure they have something like where we have chicken.
Cockatrice farm.
Yes. All little cages with 6 cockatrices in them each. all of them sick and pecking each other.
That sounds so wrong.
Audio's not on, so that would help. Okay, you guys are all sitting around the videos discussing as it still continues to run after the trucks leave. About 2 a.m. After everyone leaves, on the camera that is facing the one across the river. You get there is a flash of something covering the camera, kind of like this, and then the camera goes dead.
Oh, geez. That's not good.
About less than a minute later, the same thing happens to the camera you have downtown. And then less than a minute after that, the same thing happens to the third camera.
Well, they know we're watching.
It could have been worse.
How?
Well, it could have happened to us while we were staking out there.
There's that. If we were there Sunday night, there might have been trouble.
And it could have used the cameras for sinister purposes.
Just
Brad,
because that's what you do.
We're going to have to make sure Brad closes those ports.
Brad makes sure that those lines are cut down, and he pulls back up the feed, and he starts going through it frame by frame. Krista, that looks an awful lot like your one sketch.
Which one sketch?
Mr. Leatherwings.
What, that destroys the camera?
Yep.
Oh, great.
Well, that's not good.
Well, the good news is this means that the Leatherwings and the Gargoyles and the church, separate problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Wait, so...
Probably separate problems.
Yep.
Unless the Gargoyles really, really like selling people cockatrices.
No, if they were actual demons or something like, what would they be doing on a church?
Who knows?
Yeah.
True.
I don't know.
Playing shuffleboard?
Taking a crap on it. You know, whatever.
Whatever they want to.
Trying to make it unconsecrated ground? Urinating
I am
on
the
it?
night.
Really, that's all they have to do. Pour some of their own urine in a squirt gun and squirt it on the church, then they can land there.
What?
It's become unconsecrated.
Well, says who? We don't really know.
We have no idea. I'm just saying.
Wait, why would they need a squirt gun?
Squirt gun.
I don't know.
That's kind of built in.
Why do they need a squirt gun? Oh dear.
Let's see.
Oh, great, now we're getting comments in Russian.
Nice!
Loves us.
And I have been out of that class for far too long. Translate.google.com.
That reminds me, Andreas, what country are you from?
I'm from Austria.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. What?
You're like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
Wait. I hate to ask this, but I really have to. Can you please say "get to the chopper"? Like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Horrible.
When does he say that?
In one of the movies, he says "get to the chopper."
Get to the chopper.
Andreas, you're my new favorite person.
Apparently, the Russian word that was posted is graft.
What?
Graft. Graft.
Why?
That could either refer to corruption or genetic splicing,
Yes.
typically of trees.
Okay then.
Who knows?
10.
Anyway.
Anyway, let's see.
So, yes, that's what happened.
Yeah, something tells me that holy water is something you want to hang on to.
Yeah.
We may need it.
So Hicks had a good idea.
Maybe we should get some more.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do you think
we?
Do you think they would frown upon it if we just came into all the churches with a bunch of super soakers and lost?
Yes, they would.
Just
But they
a little
might be
bit.
willing to take donations.
Yeah,
Or somebody just distracts the parish priest while somebody else raises the baptismal pool.
Well, there's that too.
No, I am not flashing the priest my booze. I have some decency.
I'm not particularly good at distracting priests. They don't like me.
Well, Hicks, I would say you're a good bet for that. Say that you're looking to convert to the church.
I was thinking about just asking the priest for
super soakers full of holy water.
For making holy water for us.
And what are we going to tell them? We're doing an exorcism and just happen to need to, like, you know, have a.
We're having this raging kegger.
No,
and we want to make sure we keep the undesirables out, if you know what I mean.
No, we tell them that my crazy grandmother requires it to, you know, wash her house with all the time so that she can let God in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we might have better luck getting holy water through the organization if it turns out we really have a problem like that.
Is anyone going to try the churches?
I
will.
This one's gonna
pretty much all of them kick you out.
What?
Over before you can say snarky bitch. Yeah.
However, the Unitarian Church gives you a 5-gallon carboy.
Nice.
A 5-gallon what?
A 5-gallon carboy of holy water.
Nice.
Basically, you know those giant jugs that they use in the in water fountains.
Yeah.
For like at the water cooler, one of those.
Nice. I like these people.
Well, they are the most accepting of the Christian denominations, so yeah.
So wait, did they kick me out before I eat, or just because I asked for holy water?
Well, not because you asked for holy water. When you told them the amount you were looking for, everyone pretty much tossed you out, except for the Unitarian Church, who just said, "Yeah, wait here, I'll be right back."
And just filled it with tap water because, hey, she's not going to know the difference.
I like these people. And I can now say that I've been banned from every church in town except for this one. That's pretty
Won't your
awesome.
parents love you for that?
Oh, well, my parents aren't very religious, so they're not really going to care.
Okay.
And no, he did actually bless that tap water.
Cool.
So,
whether that makes it holy or not remains to be seen.
I say we give him a nice big donation when we're done.
If it works.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's take it back to base.
Okay, you have this giant jug of water you're taking back to the base. Puck is conscious. However, seeming in a bit of a pain and kind of slow.
Oh, jeez.
How are you feeling, Puck?
How can we get, is there a way to get him out of pain?
Stop.
Several.
So bad.
Okay. How are you feeling?
Like stuck in amber.
Gotcha. Do you know how to find who breeds cockatrice?
Who put cock in trees now?
No.
Oh,
Wait.
cockatrice. It's a very deadly animal.
You don't like them.
Never,
No shit.
never eat evidence.
Do you know who breeds them?
Unseelie.
Seriously?
I gotcha. Thank you. How do we fix your wing?
You don't.
Can you?
Maybe.
Okay.
Professor, is there any way that we can get him out of pain?
The professor says, I'm not sure what level of morphine would work, and I wouldn't want to kill him.
Well, yeah, that would be bad. I mean, the fairies are already pissed as it is.
Maybe give him some baby Tylenol?
Puck, would they breed them at their court?
No. Too dangerous.
Where then would they breed them?
There's another big question you're not asking.
The void.
The what?
The void.
I heard him.
I don't like that sound.
How do we get to the void?
You
Correct
don't.
this. Oh,
Who can?
Please don't say the fairies.
Any fae.
Should
Okay.
Primal void. Part of Underhill.
Okay. Should we notify your court of your condition?
No.
Okay.
Would go to war not prepared.
Okay.
Go to war with the Unseelie?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We gotta... Okay, so we can't talk to the fairies, but if...
there's another big question you're not asking.
What?
Can I be there for this conversation?
Sure.
Okay. Puck, on Halloween night, you were marshaling the E. coli zombies from the graveyard to go fight something. We assumed it was the leather-winged demony thing that some had seen. Do you know where that is now?
Now, no. I know where it came through.
Where?
Is that helpful to us?
Considering the trucks might be coming from the same location? Maybe.
Park near river.
Okay. Do you know a fae who will help us?
And not get pissed.
And not sting mine or Claire's butts.
And why the butt?
It's just there, you know.
Check with the trolls.
Okay.
Like Gabbro?
Gabbro and Slate. Slate especially, he's much closer to the river.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, you guys talk to him. I don't know if he's forgiven me for the last time, so...
I forgot, what did you do to him?
She swam in his river in sewage.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if he's... Have we gotten in the shipment of the granite yet?
Yes, actually.
Oh, good. Then he might actually forgive me.
Puck, what can we expect in the void, and what do we need to take with us?
You can't go. You won't come back.
Can we seal it off?
No, part of Thunderhill.
Do you know what Leatherwings is?
Demon.
Okay.
No specifics?
Too
No.
many varieties to track.
Just demon.
Insufficient data.
Great.
Do you want a cheeseburger?
Krista, he's not a cat.
Do you want a cheeseburger, fries, and drink? Like whiskey? Well, the whiskey will help dull the pain, and the food will make him less miserable. And he's given us plenty of information. I think he's owed a special meal.
Fair
I'm
enough.
fine with what I'm getting.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very, very reserved, which is very, very disturbing coming from Puck.
I know, I can't even be mean to him right now. God.
He says...
He probably just doesn't want to spread around that he ate cockatrice.
very, very, very subtle there, David.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Actually, he looks up at John and says, "Map."
Map.
Map coming right up. Get one printed out of the area near the river, especially. Going to bring up the.
I get it.
Bring up the campus map, the town map, and something zoomed in on the river.
Okay.
Show him the three of them first. Let him pick a map.
He points to the one of the river.
River one.
And he points to the park, which is actually where the pretty much across from the asylum on the Ravenhurst side of the river, where the land goes up, right about here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So that's
there's a park there.
Mm-hmm.
And he points to a section near the river.
That's not good. Would demons sell this to humans?
Makes them slow. Easier to make deals.
Do you think they're planning a takeover?
No. More deals.
Deals, what do they get in return?
Souls.
Oh, fuck. It's one of these.
Well, that would explain why there's 3 of those buildings so quickly.
Shit.
Now, the contract was just what it said. It had nothing about souls in it. So the deal with Vic is just exactly what it says it is.
So it's just... Well, right. Why take Vic's soul when they can just make this deal and then get a bunch of others?
Exactly.
So...
And
All
maybe
right.
Vic's later on. With another.
We need the marble, or not the marble, the granite, and we need to go down to the river. And I need to make up with Slate.
Show him your boobs. Maybe that'll help.
Unless they're made of stone, he's not going to be interested.
Yes, I was gonna... Plus, I remember, Dancer don't really have much.
Yeah.
They get in the way of dancing.
Welcome back, David.
Thank you. Now, who's flashing whom?
Claire was flashing.
Krista wants me to flash Slate, which is not going to work. But taking him to granite,
Hopefully.
The way to a troll's heart.
Yes.
It's through his rock hards.
Okay.
All right. So you pick up the shipment. It's actually at the kilt. That's where it got delivered.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a bunch of granite countertops on a series of skids. And they're just sitting in the alleyway back behind the kilt.
Okay.
John, time to steal the backhoe again.
Yeah. We gotta get this shit down there.
Okay, let's see if I can... let's see. Do we actually need a backhoe for this? I guess so. It's granite after all. So this sounds like Menace Behind the Wheel.
Yep.
Which I have at 2 dice.
Still an improvement.
Yep. Hang on to something, kids. 3.
You're actually not able to steal it.
Oh, crap.
They have it locked down and completely immobilized. They actually have a boot on it after the last disappearance.
Well, I can't use that forklift.
Just change the wheel. I don't know. I have no idea how these work.
Get enough weight on one side, maybe I won't need that wheel to drive.
Oh, God!
I love it.
Okay!
I love it.
Give me another roll.
But 2 dice or just 1?
Actually, you're at just 1 now. No, never mind. It was not combat. It was just a check. So you're
okay.
You're still at
2
2
dice again.
5.
Let's do this.
Okay. You managed to pop a sideways wheelie in it and get it mobile. Give me 2 more checks.
First check. 7.
Okay, you have no trouble getting it out of the construction site onto the road.
And 8.
Okay, and you have no trouble driving it on 2 wheels down the highway towards River Road.
Nice.
Give me another check.
3.
Okay. However, turning the corner onto River Road, you go over onto all 4. And you actually come down pretty hard, and you feel something pop in the suspension.
Okay, that's probably not good. Quick
You
inspection underneath.
you don't see anything out of whack. Go ahead and give me another 2 rolls.
Another 2 rolls with 2 dice.
Yep. You're not doing combat, so.
Okay. That's another 5.
Okay.
And that is a 9.
Okay. You managed to get it upright on 2 wheels again. God knows how you're doing it.
Well, it's a matter of having enough weight on the one side and leaving the seatbelt off so I can shift my weight as necessary.
You get it down to the kilt.
Strapping a bicycle to the leaning side is probably helping.
You get all the way down to the alleyway behind the kilt, and when you set it down to pick up the
granite,
it actually comes down, and the boot is upside down. Apparently, you broke something on the boot when you crashed earlier, so now that wheel is actually spinning.
Oh, cool.
However,
a little bumpy, but this will work.
The boot is on it. Go ahead and give me a check to load up the granite.
Okay. Menace behind the wheel again, or something else?
Menace behind the wheel again. It's still
7.
a function of the equipment. Okay. You managed to pick up at least one good piece of the granite.
Yeah.
With it, and head off down to the river.
Okay. Another roll or 2?
Just 2.
Okay. The first one is a 6.
Okay.
Stop with the 1s, guys. You're making me look bad. And 9.
Okay. You actually get off the road, no problem, and yeah, it is fine, boom, fine, boom, fine, boom. As that wheel turns.
Long as the granite stays in place.
Yeah, granite's
that may be helping to brace me.
Granite's not actually going anywhere. You guys get you get the granite down underneath the bridge, and Slate. You hear the of stone on stone, and look up, and Slate is actually away from the river, pretty much near the base of the bridge, and he lets go, and the ground actually shakes as he hits the ground, and he's like, "Hello.
Good evening, Slate.
Is for me."
Yes, it is.
Oh, good.
Are all of us there, or is it just John?
Yeah,
you would have been able to walk along with me. I wasn't going that fast.
That's true. Okay.
Is it possible that Slate sounds sort of like Cookie Monster?
Not as much as Gabbro does.
Yeah.
Slate's a little gruffer.
Yeah. This is payment for the Red Cat stuff, and I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
You stink. Back up.
That was to her or me?
That was to her.
Okay.
And he reaches down, picks up the granite, snaps it in half like a twig, breaks it again, kind of like a Kit Kat, and just shoves one of the quarters into his mouth. There's no sound of crunching or anything. It just basically goes into his mouth and disappears.
It's not so much digested as integrated.
He's like, good stuff.
Well, Claire promised you the best, and she found the best she could.
Maybe not so stinky.
So how are you doing, Slate?
Okay, what do you want?
We actually have a question for you.
Because General Puck told us to ask you because he's sort of in trouble.
He immediately snaps to attention when you say General Puck. He drops the food he was holding.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, everybody...
and on whose foot does it land?
John, give me a parkour monkey.
Not mine, then.
I'm doing dancer.
Claire,
18.
give me a dancer.
Yep.
And Krista, give me a nosy neighbor.
I got a 14.
Okay.
Nosy neighbor? How
Yes.
can I help her?
She'll notice it's falling.
Oh.
What did you get?
5.
Okay. Your sound is going down.
You're softer.
Yeah, you sound softer. Like, maybe try turning up the... I don't know.
5.
Okay.
Better.
That's better.
Okay. You all see it start to fall. John, you flip out of the way. Krista, you manage to back up. However, it hits head down or straight down, and then kind of falls a little bit. Kind of like goes boom. And Krista, you manage to jump out of the way. Not quite good enough. It actually rips your pant leg as it comes down, but it doesn't actually hit you. And Claire, you have no problem getting out of the way. Are you there as well, Hicks?
Yep.
I would
Okay.
think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you were actually smart enough not to get that close.
Especially since Slate doesn't like you all that much.
Yeah, Mr. Shooty Pants.
I took this as a compliment, Mr. Shooty Pants.
And
He didn't mean it as one.
so yeah, he jumps to attention when you said General Puck. He's like, "What General want?"
General wanted us to ask you about the Void. He, unfortunately, by a cockatrice.
Oh, dark place, me no go there.
Okay,
We're not necessarily asking you to go there. We need to know about it. He's very sick, he's very hurt, he's not able to give us a whole lot of information.
And apparently there's a gateway to there that stuff is coming through from.
Gate.
And we need to close it.
I don't know gate.
He said something about Underhill.
Is unformed Underhill.
Mm-hmm.
Would you?
Is part of Underhill that has not been
Developed.
lived in.
Okay.
Dark, spooky, crazy. Me no go there.
That's fine. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Good.
You know how to help with cockatrice poisonings?
Usually make tasty snack.
So you can eat cockatrice.
No. Poison thing make tasty snack.
So make a snack for them?
No. Poisoned is tasty snack. Very crunchy.
Oh, no. No, no. We're not going in that direction. Absolutely not. Which is weird coming from me because me and Puck are like, ah! But
No, Puck ate cockatrice meat.
Ooh.
And he's sick.
By accident. By accident, yes.
It was an accident. It was tainted with an awful lot of spicy peppers.
Hey, now don't call it tainted.
Fine. It was covered with a bunch of spicy peppers courtesy of Hicks. And he ate it out of our evidence list.
No, courtesy of the kitchen.
That you walked out!
It was in the evidence room.
You just had to pick the thing that Puck would eat.
He didn't know.
He shouldn't eat anything in the evidence room.
Well, you're
Peppered
right, Mr.
or
Shooty
not.
Pants.
Anyway, we are here to close a portal.
There is no eating in the evidence room.
Yes.
Or there shouldn't be.
And there never will be again.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure.
Yeah, I'm putting up a sign.
But Slate, do you know how we can stop the demons from bringing out cockatrice meat?
No, demon not normally go void. Different plane.
The demon is working out here, helping the people raising the cockatrices find a market for their product.
Who raised cockatrice?
Unseelie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there a specific Unseelie that does it, or just...
Don't... We call... Don't know your name.
Would you mind if we tape recorded that? So that we can look it up?
You can. It sounds... I did a horrible mangling of that, but it basically sounds like stone grinding on stone.
Okay.
Well, we need like a troll human dictionary.
But Grabro might know how to call it, so if we can tell him what Slate said, he might be able to translate.
Also, might check other troll.
Where's the other troll?
There's a third one?
He holds up his hands, and he's got 3 fingers on each hand, plus a great big thumb. He's like, and he holds up all 4 fingers.
Oh, all 4 fingers.
Yeah.
So there's 4 of you?
Which troll are you referring us to?
He points up the river.
I guess that makes sense, because it looks like on the map there's 3 different bridges.
3 different places
on that river alone, and then Gabbro is on.
He says. Oh. 5.
Oh my
Sorry.
God, 5?
Yeah.
Is the one you're talking about friendly to the General's cause?
All trolls like General.
Good.
I just had an idea where that 5th bridge is.
Where?
The pedestrian bridge over 23 by the college.
Yeah, the one you wanted to crawl under.
Yes.
Which I've been waiting for.
Is that the one we have to go to, or no?
No, he's pointing up the river.
Okay,
well then let's go to that one.
The Greg Hill Highway Bridge over the Mataquinareth.
Is he the next...
Mataquinareth, please, pardon me.
Well, they're part of the Sealy Court. I mean, they're all gonna help us.
Oh, actually, they're neutral.
They're neutral,
they're
but
neutral?
they're more favorable to the Sealy than the Unsealy.
Oh, okay.
Like the General, so...
Well, as long as they like Puck, which, whatever. Maybe he's nicer to them, I don't know.
He's nice to me.
We're not even going there.
Trying to think of what else to ask Slate. Do you know how demons can be stopped?
No.
Okay.
I say we head up the other troll then.
Probably a wise idea. Thank you very much, Slate, and Claire will be more than happy to put in another request for more of that exquisite granite you like.
He finishes swallowing the last of it and says, good. And then he leaps up off of the ground. There's a bit of a dust cloud, and then you hear the of stone just grabbing and scraping against
Yeah.
stone as he clings to the underside of the bridge.
Well, let's head up to the next bridge.
That is an impressive display of fast twitch, quote, muscle, end quote.
Okay, to the bridge we go.
Okay.
Well, hang on. We got a forklift here. What do I want to do with that?
Just leave it. Maybe the
No,
red
I
caps will
don't
get it.
wanna
Oh
leave it.
no, I don't think we
No.
should leave it here. We should not leave it here. Maybe you should take it back.
I guess I could do that.
We'll be a little confused as to why their food is broken.
Yeah.
But,
Well, whatever. I don't really care what they think.
Right.
I just don't
okay.
want it near the trolls.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So it's going to go back to the construction site. Now I have to
Yes.
figure out a way to leave it upside down. Just gotta be me.
You guys are going to see another troll, though.
Yeah. Oh, more granite.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Okay,
very good point.
to the troll.
Well, to the drafty killed. To the granite,
and then to the troll.
and then to the troll.
Okay, to granite, then to troll. Let's go.
Okay. Go ahead and
Well,
give me
lucky won't
2
need
more
the granite.
rolls.
Upriver Road. Let's see. There's a 12,
Okay.
and here is a 9.
Okay. You have no trouble getting back to the kilt and loading it up.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you made a rather spectacular jump over from the grass back onto the road. That was a beautiful thing. Even Claire was impressed. It was almost.
Now I got to figure out how to do drifts with this thing.
If I ever get married, I'm hiring him to drive our limo.
Oh, jeez. That sounds like a really bad idea unless you want your husband
And,
dead right afterwards.
Go ahead.
Baby.
No, you haven't seen anything yet. Once I get my own car and start doing some special work on it, oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
2 more checks?
2 more checks, yeah.
Okay, the first one is a 5.
Okay.
So really. And the next one is a 10.
Okay. You have a little trouble getting out of the alleyway. This chunk is actually kind of long.
Yeah.
And trying to back out and turn at the same time, you actually take a chunk out of the back of the kilt. It's only like 1 or 2 bricks. You can push them back up. It's fine. It's fine. Hopefully Murdoch
Hopefully
won't notice.
Murdoch just doesn't notice.
And then you have no trouble getting back up the road to the Greg Hill
To
Bridge.
River Road, or River Road or something like it.
Yeah, River Road goes all the way up.
Okay.
And then sometime just before that, I go off of the road.
Give me 1 more check.
Yeah, I'm noticing the slightly darker yellow for the historic district is also used in between River Road and the Mataconatarath River. And that's a 7.
Okay. Yep, you have no trouble hopping the curb to get over there.
Mm-hmm.
And head underneath the bridge.
Yeah,
There's
I wouldn't
not
have
much.
any of these problems if I had my own forklift.
We have an unlimited credit card.
That's true. We really should buy our own. But we didn't have time this time, so let's just.
Surging ahead.
We'll put this on that
Unfortunately,
list of
there's
things
not
to buy.
there's not too much ground here underneath the bridge. It's actually a bit of a cliff,
Mm-hmm.
a hillside that goes straight down to the river.
Yeah.
But you're able to get down onto the bank of the river, and if you leave the forklift here, you can get and kind of wait a little bit. You can get underneath the bridge.
Okay.
Um, looking up, you don't really see anything.
Hello?
Pardon me. Slate and the General
Anybody
want us to
here?
see you.
You start to hear something coming from the other end of the bridge. Sounds slightly higher pitched than the stone on stone that you hear from the other two.
Maybe it's a woman.
It's more of a tink, 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 tink kind of a sound. And you look, and coming towards you in the dark, if you hold up a flashlight, you'll get flashes of reflections off of some shiny surfaces of red coming towards you. Tink, 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 tink. And it's getting closer and closer, and it's a really almost a burgundy-like color.
Pretty.
But kind of large. If you had to guess, it would be about the same height as Gabbro and Slate, about 7 feet tall.
But slighter of build.
Yes, quite a bit. It's much more moving, much more spider-like as well. It comes into view of the lights a little better, and yes, it is much thinner, much more crystalline. There is some rock-looking base in the center, but most of the outer form is a red crystal.
So it looks like garnet.
I hope we got the right material for her.
Like garnet?
Yep. It stops pretty much just above you guys, and you hear the sound.
Can't wait for him to do this voice.
Yeah, it sounds like the whatever its fingers and toes are made of is actually sinking into the stone, and a little bit of dust falls around you guys as you're looking up, and then it basically stands upside down underneath the bridge.
Good evening.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Voice exercises. Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Mr. Slate down the river and the good general.
Krista, you're getting very faded out again.
Darn it. Slate and the good general wanted us to ask you some questions. They recommended that you were the most knowledgeable of the trolls in the area.
Well, they got that right.
Puck said something about the void, and
yeah, the primal void of Underhill, I believe he said.
What about it?
Well,
there's an opening to it around here somewhere.
That could be what that smell was.
possibly. We know that the general ate cockatrice by mistake, and is unfortunately very sick, as are a great number of mortal humans from eating the cockatrice. A demon involved.
She says, well, that's not good.
We'd like to close off that portal, if you don't mind.
it's
That
possible.
could be what crosses my bridge. Something smelly comes through once a week.
A demon?
No, a truckload
No.
of cockatrice meat.
Oh, the cockatrice.
3 truckloads of cockatrice meat.
Hold on. She turns around and walks upside down, back down the bridge, out of sight, back into the shadows.
Do you ever sometimes look at our life and think, we have to be dreaming or on something really hallucinogenic? Because
No.
I do.
Well, if it's hallucinogenic, we're on a bad trip, and if it's a dream, it suddenly turned into a giant nightmare half the time.
I know.
She comes walking back out a couple minutes later, leans down and holds out her hand, which is much more delicate and crystalline structure than gabbro or slate, and she holds it out towards John.
Oh, we haven't been properly introduced. My name is John.
Shut up, young one. Hold out your hands.
Oh, okay.
And she opens her hand and drops a small yellow stone into it. She says, "Give that to the general."
All right.
Okay.
I will bag it.
Okay. She says, Did you say demon?"
Yeah.
There's a demon involved in this somewhere.
She says, "I thought that's what that was." And she lets go with her feet and lands on her hands. And then John does a flip that would do you proud and lands back on her feet.
Oh, that's nice.
And
Maybe John has found a new love interest.
she says,
Yeah.
she says, "Follow me."
Yes,
Mhm.
ma'am.
And she walks up the hill, up the other side of the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
into the park.
Mm-hmm.
And you look, the footsteps she leaves behind are very Tyrannosaurus Rex-ish, but with a more humanoid heel on them.
Yeah.
We'll have to cover those later.
And she walks up the hill into the center of the park, and she's like, "It came from here.
Great.
I thought it smelled funny when I moved in. Wasn't sure what, but that makes sense."
Do you know how we could possibly close it?
No, not my deal. But
Or kill the dirty bastard?
I can't help you there, dear.
Well, we appreciate very much the help that you have given us.
No problem.
I'm sure Puck will be appreciative of the remedy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's shown me appreciation several times over the years.
That's Krista.
As was Crystal. So.
Tell my boys I said hi.
I will do that, thank
Are they
you.
your sons?
Or
Yes,
What?
Gabbro and Slater, my boys.
Really?
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Your coloring is quite lovely.
Thank you.
Gorgeous, actually.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a bit exposed. I'm going back to my bridge.
fair
night.
enough.
Understand.
Thank you.
Wait, do you like granite?
Just drop it in the river. I'll get it when I need it.
Okay.
Is there
I'm on a
stone you
diet.
prefer?
Okay.
Yeah, she says she's on a diet, and she basically walks back down the hill.
Okay.
Just asphalt for the time being.
I like her.
Go ahead and give me a sweats the small stuff, John.
Sweating small stuff. 11.
There is a The area that she's led you to is a small clearing. There are some trees around, but it's basically a pretty open area. The grass in the center appears to be dead.
So
In a circle, or
Yes.
That
In
where
a circle.
In a
Get
circle.
clippings.
So would that
Okay.
probably be where he did his little?
Yep.
We don't. We can't
no,
actually
no.
trace this. We can't actually trace this to catnip, however, or catnip 2.0. But we can.
but we can
possibly
soak
peg
it in
this as
holy
the-
water.
You know, he has a point.
He does actually.
Go ahead.
Be my guest.
It may be closing the barn door after the horses have escaped, but hey, it might take the curse off.
Yeah, let's splash it with water.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a comic book roll.
If this works, I will kiss you.
Ooh.
Careful, you already knew he was rolling 4 dice.
18.
Okay. The water comes out of the rather large jug and pours out over the grass, which actually starts to smoke a bit, and then settles down.
That acrid smell tells you it's working.
And John, go ahead and give me another Sweats the Small Stuff roll.
More small snuff being sweated. 12.
Okay. You get you suddenly realize that the sulfurous scent that was in the air here is now gone, replaced more with a kind of a clean scent of ozone.
You really did take the curse off.
Yes.
Additionally, we now know the Unitarians know their stuff.
Yeah.
I owe you a kiss.
Might join.
Alright, well, I will
might
give
join
Hicks
their
a nice
church.
little kiss on the cheek just to make him happy, because I promised I would.
And I'll just at the right opportune moment
Turn your head.
turn my head.
Well, that would mean that I accidentally kiss him and then, lightly smack him on the back of the head.
Worth
Aw,
it.
just like Gibbs.
I
Grew up. So yes, it appears that this particular circle has been closed off.
No, we still got to
Okay,
trace
so-
where those trucks are bringing
but
the
we
meat
still,
from.
but Leatherwings is still out. Yeah, we need to.
Well, they said he can't go into the void.
But what? So what?
Well, they can't go into the void that way if that was actually still some sort of opening for
Well,
them.
no,
Yeah.
Slate said he'd have to be outside the void. The Unseelie can be in the void, but he can't.
Right.
So he's
What?
out somewhere.
So. But what about the Sealy?
Yeah, it's part of Underhill, so all the Sealies and Unsealies can go there.
Well, why don't we take the what she gave us?
Let's
Back
take the remedy back
to-
at Puck
Yes, and then we can go from
and
there.
get it administered before the video runs out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we ever find her name?
Nope, no one actually asked. And she cut John off when he tried to introduce himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't want to know your name. We
We
want to
could probably ask Gabriel later. He's nice.
Especially when we deliver a countertop to him.
Yes, exactly.
There's still a matter of dumping the one you have into the river.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So let's do that and return
Go ahead and give me 3 more rolls, John.
3 more rolls. That's a 6. That's 9. And a 6.
Okay. Unfortunately, because I would have loved to have seen this, you managed to actually get the countertop into the river without sending the backhoe in after it.
No,
Too bad.
because
well,
that
I'm
would have been
growing rather
hilarious.
attached to this backhoe. It's becoming like an old friend.
And you
An
have
old
no
friend that
trouble
has a
getting.
wobbly back right wheel. Yeah.
You have no trouble getting back to campus.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, go ahead and give me a sweats the small stuff roll.
Sweating small stuff. 17.
Okay. In coming back under the pedestrian bridge, you notice some kind of reflective surface in a section where there should not be reflections under that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
But you continue back to campus and
That's a bother.
stash the backhoe.
Well, I would assume it would be her.
Upside down, or?
Go ahead and give me another roll if you really, really want to park it upside down.
12.
You don't quite get it upside down, but you do get it on its top side.
Nice.
So it's not all the way on the roof. It's kind of balanced on part of the roll cage.
Well, there's that whole lifty thing to take into account there, too.
Mm.
So, yeah, I'm okay there.
Okay.
Run.
You guys get back to base and head into the infirmary. Puck is lying there, not looking any much better.
Right.
Puck, we have something for you from the troll woman under the bridge.
He looks up, and his eyes look a little hopeful.
I pull out the bag, pull out the small yellow stone she gave me, hand it to Puck.
As soon as you put it in his hands, it lights up and then kind of melts into his skin. As it does, pretty much all the color returns to him, and a new wing sprouts, a new pair of wings sprout from his back.
So
and
now
the
he's
other
got 5?
one,
Oh.
No.
Okay.
A new pair of wing sprouts, and the one that was there remaining falls off. Very nice.
Very nice.
He sits up, and he's like, "Whew, that was some good shit."
I gather, yeah.
Well, the trolls wanted to help, so she thought perhaps you would want that.
Okay. So what did we learn?
Well,
Never eat evidence.
yeah,
He
there is that.
he flies up and hits you in the nose rather hard.
Hey, what's that for?
And what else did
And,
we learn? Never take cockatrice into a fairy circle.
Yeah. You gotta ask, why they keep stinging us in the butt? Why the butt?
Because it's there.
Where else do you hit hurt animals?
We weren't hurt at the time.
Herd.
Oh,
Like
herd.
cattle. Like we're cattle. And this little fucker just called us cattle.
Well, you like cows, so that's not really a different
No!
issue.
Emmy likes cows. Claire does not.
Filthy four-footed milk-secreting beasts. Yeah.
Actually, I quite like the milk part.
I bet you do.
Oh my god. We need a fly swatter in this place.
Hicks
and-
ingeniously found
Remember,
out
Chris-
that the holy
Remember,
water
Janet, Christmas is coming. Yeah.
Hicks
Okay.
managed to close a portal.
Okay, that would have been the hell portal. You we've still got to figure out wherever the demon
is.
shouldn't the demon himself shouldn't be a problem anymore with the portal closed. He'll have no access to his
base of power.
There you go. That works.
What, friends or base of power?
His power base.
Yay.
He'll grow weak and won't be able to do anything.
Yes, very good.
And Puck is talking really, really fast.
Because he's excited now.
Buzzing.
Because he can.
Because he's high.
Making up for lost time.
We lost Emmy.
And his wings as well are just go like so much that he's actually like leaking fairy dust all over the place.
Ew.
And
to be covered with fairy dust.
Okay, the demon's taken care of, but the Trice's Good Meat Company is still making deliveries over the 23rd, over the Greg Hill Road, the Greg Hill Highway Bridge.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to figure out something about that. But I need to get back and talk to my people, so I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
And he darts out of the infirmary and into the
Kitchen.
Flies up. Yep, flies up, touches the portal, and you
Flies
guys
through and
can
it turns off.
Yep.
Of course.
And I think we'll go ahead and leave it there this week.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have some idea where the investigation is going.
Hicks has managed to close off a portal with his genius foreign exchange student ability.
A hell portal, no less.
Portal, yeah, and you got a kiss out of it.
Yeah.
A stolen kiss. That's got him hit.
So
Yeah, I'm really putting up
kiss, he
this
just
sign.
intentionally misplaced it.
let's go ahead and do advancement. I think we've gone far enough.
All right.
Hicks, exchange student.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
3 threes.
Ow! John, maniac behind the wheel.
Maniac behind the wheel, and that's just 2 dice at the moment. 5 and 1. Not this time.
Let's see. I will roll for Martha on her librarian. She did that more than anything else.
She did a lot of librarianing.
No, she got a 3, so no advancement there. Nosy neighbor roll, Krista.
Ellie.
Yes.
Yep.
4.
Same thing. 4, you advance. You get a second die.
Woohoo! I'm getting better at being nosy.
May not be a good thing.
For the rest of you.
And Claire, snarky bitch.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Please, please, please. Let's get better at this. Damn it.
Okay. Okay, we're going to end the broadcast right there. Anyone watching, we'll see you next week.
And
We'll
we're not
be
lawyers.
back.